Wicked wild, wild. Wicked wild, wicked wild, wicked wild, wild west. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo Soldier. Look, it's like I told you. Any damsel that's in distress, be out of that dress when she meet Jim West. Roughneck, so go check the lawn and buy. Watch your step, we'll flex and get
Oh yeah, episode 115, dude.
Wow.
We're in the motherfucking basement, dude.
Back in the fucking saddle.
God damn, dude. Yo, I actually I found out something fucked up. You know Alex Walsh, the America's Most Wanted?
Yeah.
You know his origin
His
story?
son, right?
They cut his son's head off, bro.
Someone cut his son's head off?
Yeah. Someone.
did?
That's how he got started.
Who did?
His son was in a mall playing video. Like they were like put the Atari out, and like all these older boys were playing Atari, and his mom was shopping and was like, "Yeah, go play video games with the older boys." So Billy Walsh just like stood by and just like watched these kids play, and the kids got in a fight. So people in the mall were like, oh, "Kids, get out of here!" Made him go outside. So he didn't speak up for himself. He wasn't like, "I'm not really with these guys." So they all went outside, and the older kids left, and someone lured Billy Walsh into a van with candy. And then, like, 4 days later, they found his decapitated head. And that's how America's Most Wanted started, with Alex Walsh. His son got fucking decapitated, dude.
His son got beheaded?
He found his son's head.
Damn. His son fell for the candy in the van?
And then he got fucking rich. Yeah, his son fell for the candy in the
old
van.
candy.
And that dude built a fucking empire. That guy became a star.
Yeah.
He basically, like, bullied that show. He, like, went through Congress, passed a bunch of bills, and then, like, bullied his way onto a show.
Yeah.
And sold the rights to a movie.
When life hands you beheaded kids.
Yeah, dude.
Make
Life hands you a
dude.
head, dude.
Make lemonade.
Get paid on fucking... Dude, I had no idea that guy's past was so dark.
Yeah, I knew that.
I thought he was just like a cop.
No, I remember.
That dude's just a dad.
Just a sick
With
ass
a
dad.
headless son, dude.
He's got a headless horseman, dude. He's got an Ichabod Crane. He's got a Sleepy Hollow boy.
Someone fucking...
Holy shit.
I mean, this guy lured him in with candy of all things and then beheaded him.
Do we know he lured him with candy? Did the guy
That's what
come
they
clean
said.
and be like, it was candy?
They said, the audiobook I was listening to, they said he got lured with candy and toys. I mean, they might have looked at, like, mall footage of a guy just, like... With a couple packs of nerds.
torches.
Yeah, like a football and some nerds. Like this kid was like, all right, I guess.
How old was the kid? Do you remember? Did they
He
say?
was like 7.
Oh,
He was
my
like 6 years old or 7.
That's prime candy in a van, though.
I know. The guy fucking got him in the van and cut his fucking head off, dude. Like, that's insane. It might have, this is a fucked up theory. It could have been Alex Walsh himself.
Really?
He might have lured his own son and beheaded him, dude. He might have beheaded his own son and rose to the fucking top.
Do you think?
If you have like 4 sons, you can behead one of them and get paid.
Biblically.
If you're like, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, that's a tale as old as time.
If you get a beheaded son, you have a book deal instantly. Especially if you can go around and try to like hide the head somewhere good.
I'm going to make my son get into Middle Eastern journalism. So hopefully one day he gets his fucking head cut off over there.
Dude, headless son is a good fortune.
Headless son is fucking sick.
You get something
You
for
remember
it.
what happened to Mike Myers, though? He had a headless mom.
That's true.
That turns you retarded.
That's true. Headless son just turns you into a baller.
Headless
dude.
son turns you into a vicious fucking entrepreneur. Headless son, you're like, I'm going to take over this fucking industry.
I know we need some prevention of headless sons in the future. That's what he did. He started like investigating like horrible. He's basically
He
true
started
detective.
investigating headless sons.
He was true detective in real life. His son got beheaded, and he just was like, "I gotta investigate everything."
Dude, your son getting beheaded is so fucking outrageous.
So it's almost
It's hilarious.
I was listening to an audiobook that was like not about that at all, and I had to pause it and laugh for a while. I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" They're like, and his severed head was found 4 days later. It's like,
God,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Yeah, that's so fucking like. What do you even say? You're the dad. You're like, fuck. Jesus
damn it.
Christ.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, you got to be like, I don't know, man.
Like, at least if your kid gets like leukemia or something, there's like a mascot will come in and play
True.
with him for a little before he dies. Like, there's cool.
Well, he had to identify it though.
He had to like. There's no headless son.
Do you think they put it like when you have to go identify your son's head? They put it
Slid
like
it
a
out.
little, like a cigar box.
I bet they put the whole thing in the morgue thing and put a blanket like, as though there was a body.
He's like, "Where's the body?" Like, "Don't lift the blanket, Mr.
Don't
Walsh."
worry about it. He's
Don't
like,
lift
there's
the blanket."
there's clearly nothing there. This is just a head. Yeah, that's him. Fuck.
He's just on a scarecrow.
You like that?
Oh my god, dude. was so fucking horrible, but it made me laugh so hard because I was like, okay, the guy's like, they found his severed head. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like,
and this
be honest.
book's about like the political climate in the United States, about like we coddle children. So I was like,
That guy didn't.
no, that guy.
That van guy did not
The
coddle
guy's
children.
making an argument for like how kids need unstructured.
Maybe he coddled him first, though.
He might have.
He might have coddled him.
I mean, I'm sure he didn't go straight to the fucking.
That'd be sick
Head
if he
swipe.
beheaded him on the spot. He's like, you want some candy? Come in here. Yes. Got one.
You need like he had to have drug him into the woods onto a stump. You can't just behead. So you need like full like that's like ringing the bell.
Little kid, though. You can behead a kid.
Dude, it'd be hard as fuck. I just cut I cut sweet potatoes in half sometimes. You really got to put all your weight on the knife, severing the
If you got a
spinal
van,
cord.
a full van, you can get a stump in the back of a van.
No, dude, but you can't race over your head.
You don't have. You just saw it, dude.
Oh, dude, you don't think he did a clean, honorable swipe?
Well, the kid was probably.
Think he hacked
The
his
kid
head
was
off?
definitely asleep because of how good the dick was.
True.
Kid definitely passed out from the dick and
No doubt.
the dick. Damn. Good lord.
Some guy walked past like a rocking minivan. He's like, someone's getting
like,
laid. There's just
hell
a guy
yeah.
sawing back and forth, cutting off a head.
Some dude's like, yes, dude, someone's getting
Dude,
pussy.
imagine him driving around like, I gotta ditch this fucking head, dude. I gotta fucking.
Just tosses it out the window.
Oh, that's horrific, dude. Yeah, that fucked me up, man. The book is funny because they're putting together like a good argument for like why Alex Walsh is also the reason why missing kids were going on milk cartons. Apparently, missing kids are like
Alex Walsh is
Alex Walsh built a fucking empire, dude. But he
what a fucking horrific empire.
I know,
That's
dude.
built on the just the worst possible.
He's built on the bones of fucking snatched up. Well, apparently, missing kids are like I mean, of course, they're sensationalized because it's crazy, but like missing children are returned to their house. I think it's like 99.7% of the time. Kids
Really?
go missing, and I
It's
remember
usually they ran away, right?
they ran away, or worse comes to worse, it's usually a
Loved one.
loved one who has like who's like cut out of the picture. Yeah, a custody
Yeah.
battle and they take them. So that's like it's
Yeah.
usually that's like the worst case most of the times. There's sex trafficking, which is that's probably the 0.7, and every now and again there's a fucking
And then there's a 0.3%.
Yeah, every now and then there's a
straight
fucking-
beheaded
Luco Brazzi dude walking
on
around
the spot.
Dude. So yeah, apparently he was arguing like why we shouldn't baby kids so much, but he's like, but to be honest, and he told this story, and it was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, no wonder that didn't work out like that.
Oh, imagine not knowing that and like calling him out. And be like, yeah, dude, you're trying to get people arrested. You fucking snitch.
Oh,
it's like,
my
what do you have against these criminals?
Yeah,
Well, actually, some guy fucking cut my son's head off. Oh man,
Oh, I'm sorry,
my
man.
bad, dude.
I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, I was listening on the way home. I was listening to the Diplomats. I was leaving New York City, just listening to
Yeah, of course.
listening to fucking Dipset.
Paying respect to Harlem, dude.
Yeah, I love Harlem, but
Nice.
I was listening. I don't know if you remember this. Their whole fucking album came out in like 2001, 2002. They talk about 9/11 the whole time.
Dude, they were stoked on 9/11.
They were like, they bragged about 9/11.
Yeah, they were fired up.
They like the one song, welcome, or I think it's "Welcome to New York,"
Mm-hmm.
is like, "Welcome to New York City, home of the lost towers, 9/11, baby." Like,
Yeah,
it's
they were
all,
hype.
like,
I remember a bunch of rappers.
Diplomats love 9/11.
People were getting paid off. That was another one. People were getting paid off 9/11 songs. There was that country singer who got like,
Toby Keith.
was it TB?
That song
or
was the
TK?
shit though.
What was it called?
We'll put
Bush
a
did it.
boot in your ass.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
dude.
fuck.
That song still reigns supreme.
Imagine how many dudes went out to the shed and wrote like anti-Islamic fucking country songs.
This old dog will fight if you rattle its cage. Just like, you better not fuck with me, dude.
Oh my god.
Imagine coming home from your office job and be like, yeah,
I'm gonna go.
don't fuck with me. I'm American. I have the might of the U.S. Army behind me. You don't fuck with my people.
Oh my
Dude, you
god.
live in Iowa and do nothing.
That is true. But again, yeah, people apparently were making money, so Cameron and them probably went in on it too.
Kill a Cam.
I mean, they were hype. People got
They
hype
were.
over that.
I think there was such like a Rogan talks about it all the time. Rogan loves the like talking about like a disaster and then the unity afterwards.
Yeah, he loves that unity.
I think that was there with the Diplomats. I think there was like a
That's
full
true.
on fucking like the power's still on, baby.
True.
We lost some towers, but we're still fucking banging
True. I mean,
Ma.
the diplomats would fight ISIS.
for sure.
Yeah, there's no bones about that.
Diplomats have such gaudy, sick outfits. ISIS would clash with them
You
immediately.
think ISIS would hate Cameron's pink fucking Range Rover?
Yeah, they'd be upset about it.
They would
They
like
would definitely not like Killer Kane.
That'd be funny just to watch ISIS dudes watch like
Make them watch
diplomats,
rap videos.
Make them watch
That would
diplomats
fire
videos.
them up, dude. That'd be
That'd
like their
fucked
Toby
up.
Keith. They'd
That's
be
like
listening to
basically
that,
propaganda to them.
Yeah.
If you were to watch like rap video, if they were like to paint something like this is what they're up to, and you watch rap
It's just
videos,
Cardi B twerking on a yacht. They'd be like, we gotta shut this down. How do we do it? Throw gay dudes off the roof.
true. Step
In
one,
Iraq.
It's like we gotta shut this down. Step one, round up all the gay people in Iraq we can find. Dude, the yeah, that shit was cracking me up, man. I got back into the school kids, those boys down in DC.
Oh shit,
Dude,
nice.
I didn't even know when even there's a short video. Shane, it's those Israelites.
The black Israelites
might be the funniest people that ever have
Dude.
lived.
Imagine them in a roast battle.
I mean, dude, I was on the toilet this morning taking a shit. It was like 7:45. I'm taking a dump. Just like my eyes are fucking like
Yeah.
still crusty, and I'm scrolling down Reddit and I see that it was like the real story behind it, and apparently those dudes were screaming at the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Did you hear what they were saying?
Yeah, they're like, the reason your guys' country's gone is because you worship totem poles.
Because you worship fucking rams and sheep.
Yeah.
God took your land. And then did you hear when the black dude yells back at him? Some like civilian black dude walks up and is like, says something like, "Shut the fuck up, Uncle Tom, motherfucker. Fuck you, Uncle Tom." And then a Native American dude comes up and the
saw that
same
dude.
guy called him fucking Uncle Tomahawk, dude. He called him fucking Uncle Tomahawk. Dude, I'm on the toilet this morning. I was like, bah! I started
Uncle Tomahawk.
I started fucking. I was literally, dude. It was full Shao Kahn, dude. I was sitting on my fucking throat. I was like, excellent,
I mean, that's a dagger, dude.
He called a fucking uncle, and it was on the spot too. This guy, like, he put that together on the spot. He's like, Uncle Tomahawk, and you see him back up. And he goes, "That's what he's Uncle Tomahawk." He had to put it on the record, dude. I was at work today, and I would start laughing, and so I'm like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "Nothing."
I mean, these guys are. Do you think they think it's funny?
They're just getting, dude. Imagine if you could go
they're
around and
just
say
saying
whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah, but like, do you think they're saying it? Because obviously they have a message that they want out.
Sure.
But like the Uncle Tomahawk is such a funny fucking line that like these guys have to be hilarious.
I mean, the guy clearly is. Dude.
That guy's hilarious.
He came up with that on the spot.
I wonder if Westboro Baptists are funny at all. I bet they drop some fucking dimes every once in a while.
I mean, you'd have to watch them,
At a
dude.
dead soldier's
Someone needs
funeral?
to follow these guys. Yeah, when they go, they probably do.
they drop every once in a while. Westboro drops a fucking dime.
Someone's over like, how could? They're like, actually, that's
Yeah, that would.
dude. This guy dropping this is the funniest fucking thing.
Is this the Uncle Tomahawk that was wearing like a hoodie, and he had like a stick?
Yeah, he was
I saw
definitely
a cool ass Uncle
He
Tomahawk.
was Jafar. Oh wait, you were talking about the Uncle Tomahawk.
The Uncle
No.
Tomahawk. One of the Tomahawks came in with like
dude.
Native American, but also like a hoodie and jeans.
Uncle Tomahawk. That's right. There's Uncle Tom's. You're Uncle Tomahawk. That's right. Got your head up the white man's ass.
Curious.
Wow.
By the way, queued that up. I just was scrolling through. It came right up to that. That was fun. That might be the Black Israelite power within me, dude.
Black Israelites, you might descend from black people that were the lost tribe.
I mean, it's not out of the
There
realm
was
of possibility.
who's that British dude that did remember the prison guy?
Who?
The British dude that went to that like prison in Miami. We watched the documentary. British. He's like a dork.
Yeah,
but he's
yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
I know who you're talking
He
about.
did one where he went to a black Israelite compound.
It was. I saw that. It was hilarious.
Yeah, somebody posted on the Reddit.
Billy.
Oh fuck yeah! Shout out Billy.
That's
What
Bill
up?
Dog.
But the part where he's like naming people he thought was white historically.
Oh,
The
dude.
black dude sitting there. He's like, black. William Shakespeare, unquestionably black. He's like Christopher Columbus. He leans back. He's like, he white.
Dude, the who else? They claimed someone that was Tom Jones.
Yeah,
They were
claim
like
Tom
adamant
Jones.
about claiming
Yeah.
Tom Jones as black.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing. Like y'all think fucking Tom Jones.
Well, I
is-
thought that was Michael Jackson. The way he described it, he's like,
That's
they
what I
look
thought
white. They sound black.
I thought he was talking about MJ.
He's like, who are you talking about? He's like, Tom Jones. I was like, who the fuck is Tom Jones, dude?
He
What are
sings
you
"It's
talking
not on
about?"
you." It's not on
Yeah.
you, dude. That is so fucking funny. They're claiming TJ. I had to start looking at.
That just the only thing that means is that guy loves Tom Jones.
He does. Dude. He's like,
He listened to Tom Jones. Was like, this is sick. And then he had to go to the Black Israelite temple and be like, my brothers, I have some important news to share. Tom Jones is black.
I was thinking about who was black and who was not black today.
It's Tom Jones.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, anybody they're like, he's black.
Yeah, dude.
One
That
of them gets into the NHL.
that is so funny how
Sidney Crosby. Black.
That's like one of the I think the biggest forms of racism right now that no one addresses is like black dudes. No one expects like anything from them in terms of like some sort of moral standard or decency, public decency.
That's been that's a common theme on the Secret Podcast.
Dude,
from day one, we've been
true.
like, it's racist to treat black people like they don't have to fucking
dude,
act right.
to have people-
you better fucking act right.
To have people running around dude, that was a 360
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk, dude. To have that guy on his feet be like Uncle Tomahawk, and the news guy was just going like, they fast forwarded through those whole guys being like, you motherfucking homosexual mother blah blah.
Yeah.
Worshiping rams and pigs and shit. Dude, if those kids were saying that shit, he'd be in fucking Guantanamo.
Yeah.
And that news guy was like, black people being ridiculous and racist. All right. Oh, there's a white guy smiling ironically. Dude, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and anybody that you tell this to is like, well, that's black Israelites. They're funny. Which is reasonable.
They are fucking
I
funny.
agree with that stance.
True.
But white kid smirking,
But
but
you're
also
gonna-
kind of funny.
Well, you're also like, you're so white teenager.
Is
versus
held to a higher standard.
Grown black man.
Men dressed like,
Well, the
again,
one guy was the dude who was
Jafar'd out.
really... that guy was Jafar, dude.
That might have been Jafar. They're remaking Aladdin. I hope
Instead of the fucking... he just comes out of like a Mercury Cougar in the sand. Oh my
if
god!
when they remake Aladdin, I hope black Israelites.
He pulls the club off his Mercury Cougar and it comes into a full bow staff. Woo, dude! Him doing Uncle Tomahawk, it was with me all day, and I would
that's-
sit there, stop, and be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's
Dude.
hilarious."
If I said that during a show, I'd be like,
You stand by that, dude.
that deserves a standing ovation.
I know.
That's a walk off.
A fucking Uncle Tomahawk, dude. Sorry, I couldn't get over that. That was
No,
killing
that's
me.
incredible.
That is some,
Yeah, I watched
dude,
that whole tape as
so
soon as
did
we
I.
got done 2 weeks ago when we sided. We were compromised.
We were for sure.
I watched that whole thing that they published.
I know.
The black Israelites were like, nah,
We
this was
fucking
us, dude.
I know, which is like, no, we lit shit up.
Yeah, it's very Taliban type.
True.
Like just like that was us. You know that disaster? That was us, dude.
Yeah, we started that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in there roasting everyone. That's
Both?
pretty much what they do. If you walk by those guys, like, you crack ass mother, and you
Yeah.
used to walk by and you're like, what up, bulls?
That's what that pastor did. Pastor Aiden.
he
Remember
really?
when we went and fucked with him at Drexel?
Oh, yeah,
When we walked
yeah.
out, he was just roasting everyone.
True, he was just
pretty
crushing
funny.
people.
Like
He
a girl
was.
would walk in and be like, "Yeah, you fucking slut." It'd be
That
like,
was- yeah, you're like, holy fuck.
"Damn."
Yeah, that guy,
Then I
like,
walked up and he was like, "Notre Dame, they fucking suck." And I was like, "What
that
the
was
fuck,
actually
dude?"
pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that was really funny.
So I guess you just got to go, because he doesn't really, I mean, he catches heat, but he's like,
He hit me
so,
with Notre Dame sucks.
that's kind of, yeah.
That's a deep
It's
fucking
a low
cut.
blow.
Yeah, he saw me rocking a coach's polo. He knew. It's like, I'll hurt this guy. I'll hurt this
he's
guy.
scanning. He's a girl slut. He looks at you and a scanner's like, beep, 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 beep. He's like, Notre Dame fucking sucks. You're like, God fucking damn,
Damn, he
it, dude."
nailed me. Yeah,
Damn, bro.
Black Israelites, we should see if they'll sponsor us. That could be a sick sponsorship.
That's not a bad idea.
We could reach out to
They
them and
got
be
some
like,
money.
you guys send us a paragraph. We'll fucking read it every week.
Holy
Give us
shit,
a
dude.
teaching a week, and we'll fucking go with it, dude.
Dude, I'm literally going to contact them.
Well,
I'll hit them up.
I don't know if we want them on our fucking trail.
Why not?
They could get us, dude.
You think, yeah, they might come
I
out
don't
here.
think they'd never do anything violent,
No, I don't think so.
right? I think that would get shut down right away.
You think they never fucked anyone up?
I'm sure they fucked some people up, but
That must suck, dude. To get fucking black Israelite hate crimed.
it's the walk nowadays. Nowadays, people would be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have provoked me."
Dude, I've never heard of any black Israelite like
I think
physical hate crimes.
I think they know.
I think they just. Oh yeah, it's true too.
Dude, definitely local officials.
They have. They probably
waiting.
have. They're probably in the gaze of FBI binoculars. They're probably under sniper scope at all times.
Just waiting for one of them.
Any black dude who sits and like speaks freely in a public square instantly is in the cross. Someone's
just
just
a van.
watching them, and they're like, "Uncle Tomahawk." Like, all right, he's fine. Pack it up.
Clear. He's good.
He's fine. This guy makes sense.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. If they fuck up, like
True.
if they actually incited violence,
True.
the honkies would come down hard.
True, dude. There would be some honkies in the trees. There's honkies in the trees.
That's the last thing you want, dude. Honkies up in a tree.
There's honkies out there, dude. If you're like out there, if you're a black dude, you start making too much sense. They fucking
There's
elite.
a tree honky
Yeah,
waiting, dude.
dude.
He's got a high caliber rifle.
Dude, I got weird looks in my job the other day for saying cracker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why?
Why
dude?
would you expect that? Didn't happen.
Because the one person came and they were like, they didn't know if it was me or the other guy. And they're like, yeah, she said like it was like it was like a white guy she worked with, and I was like, man, that's motherfucking crack ass, blah, blah. And I said the guy's name, and then he started laughing, and the girl was just like,
Was she white?
both of them were white, and she was just like,
well, then what the fuck?
well, it's getting a little bit, you guys are getting a little delirious. I'm like, I can say fuck it, dude. I got my girlfriend yelled at me for saying Dago the other day. I was like, white on white
great slur.
racism. I can take that. I'm like, I can't say the N word, but I can say Dago. It's within my right.
It is.
It's the only right I have
Fucking
left, dude.
God-given right.
It's
to
my
make fun of
God-given right,
wops, dude.
dude. So I started.
Dago's fucking
She
stink.
tried to give me. She was like, "I can't believe you said that." I'm like, "Would you fucking stop with that right now?"
She tried to fucking woke you on
tried to
Dagos.
shame me.
She
I
tried
was
to
like-
fucking shield the Dagos.
She tried to, dude. And I was like, "Shut up," because I was making fun of her vampire. She's watching Vampire Diaries again from the beginning, and it fucking bothers me.
Oof.
So I walked in. She was like, "I was like, I fucking hate this character," and she was like, "Why don't you like him?" I'm like, "He's a fucking Dago."
I'm not trying to shit on you, lady. But yes, that should bother you.
It bothers the
That's
fuck out of
atrocious.
me, dude. She's like, I just like it. I'm like, there's a million other fucking. I made her watch season 1 of True Detectives just to like try to fucking cleanse her
How'd that
palate
go?
of the bullshit. Loved it. She loved it.
Yeah,
I'm,
if you
I'm
don't like
trying
season 1 of True Detective,
dude, it was fantastic. I'm trying to cleanse her palate. But yeah, so she was mad that I was making fun of her show, so she took up for the fucking wops, dude. She's like, she fucking stood up for them. She fucking slammed her drum in my face, dude.
those
All I could
greasy,
do.
hook-nosed fucking Dago wops, dude. If you're Italian, listen to this. Turn it off, dude.
Shut
We don't want your fucking. Try to use your fucking touchscreen, but those greasy fingers, you're probably stuck, dude.
Oh my
Unless you
god.
got some flour on it from fucking flipping dough, you
fucking
fucking
bending spaghetti,
pizza
dude.
monkey motherfuckers.
Yo, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my dad calls Italian spaghetti benders. He like said it to me the other day. I was like, "What?"
Spaghetti benders. That's
He's like,
fucking
"Yeah, we're
nice.
going to a bender joint." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Spaghetti benders."
That's
we're going."
British for gay.
What bender?
A bender.
Why is it called a bender?
I guess because you bend over. I guess that's what I always thought.
Oh my god.
Borat has a video where he goes to a white supremacist heavy metal thing.
Oh my god.
And he's in there talking to him, and he's like, "You've got the mustache of a bender." I know it's Bruno. He's Bruno, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gay." He's like, "What? You're fucking gay?" And he's out front. You watch the clip; it's great.
Oh, English white supremacists are so fucking
He finds
funny.
a white supremacist that's waiting for a bus. He's just sitting there with his shirt off, skinhead, just sitting there. He's clearly
Oh,
drunk.
I think I saw that.
Bruno
actually.
sits next to him. He's like, "What's the most like dangerous thing you've ever done?" And the guy's like, I don't know. I guess I walked through a tent of bears." He's like, "You what?" He's like, "I walked through bears." He's like, "I'm gay." He says something. He's like, "Do you have any advice to Sweden's gay community?" He's like, "Yeah, don't be fucking gay." Like, yeah, hell yeah. It's so good.
Dude, him having that wrestling match where those two guys started making out is fucking funny.
Oh my God.
thing in the world.
They talked about that on O&A.
Did they
went on
really?
Opie and Anthony and was like,
Bro.
they built a tunnel so they could
So
escape.
they escaped, dude.
Yeah. 'cause
That
the
was.
boys in Arkansas, I think, is
They
where
probably
it
started
was.
fighting each other, dude.
Yeah.
If those dudes witness homosexuality, it's
You
like,
gotta-
do you ever see when like two stray cats see another cat and they get aggressive
Yeah, you
and have to
gotta
fight?
fight.
That probably fucked them up, dude.
Damn, you look good.
Thank you, bro.
You looking,
Oh, dude, I didn't.
How's the diet?
Dude, so I came off the plant based, ready to eat some meat, and I'm just like, I started eating it, and I was just kind of like,
Not for you.
lose your appetite for it. No, I'm eating it here and there, but it's not like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't really like it as much.
I did keep, I fell off.
You fell.
Yeah, I've fallen a couple times. Damn. Went to this plush Super Bowl party, dude.
True.
Think I'm gonna stay keto? Come
True. Were you just like snorting cocaine off a chicken wing and you eat the wing?
on. I was just crushing Bud Light.
That's fucking awesome.
I don't want to drop names, but some heavy hitters were there.
Yeah, you're rubbing elbows.
I was at
dude.
Practical Joker's house, and I noticed I was the only one drinking Bud Light,
Yeah, there's definitely
and he
some
had
Bud
like
Light
a
on.
20 pack in the fridge. I was the only one drinking it.
So what was the beer works in there?
People were more liquor. He had a good liquor selection.
Damn.
There weren't not many people were drinking. There's a bunch of comics,
True.
so they all kind of
Vaping.
they're either like everyone smoked,
Yeah.
but they're all very you either booze or you definitely don't.
True.
And most of them didn't.
True that.
It was fun though.
So you had all the BLs to yourself.
I crushed almost all the BL. There were 3 left, and I was like, I'm the only one drinking these.
What did the
It's
Impract
a
Joker
bad
say
look.
about that?
Practical Joker was chill, dude.
He probably loved it.
Yeah, he was just running around. He was tending to the party.
He's probably so happy someone drank those BLs.
I crushed him. It was the Super Bowl, dude. You think I'm not going to drink
Exactly.
BLs?
Exactly. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
Protested
You
it.
missed a fucking dud.
Protested it.
Super Bowl sucked.
I was pissed that fucking Maroon 5 performed. I was pissed at Travis Scott. And I couldn't turn it on. I actually went food shopping.
You would have liked the intro. They fucking reversed it. They made 2 black chicks sing
So I actually
God
did,
Bless America, I think, or
did
National
see
Anthem.
that. I did see that.
I couldn't hear it.
Damn.
I couldn't hear it. The Impractical Joker was blasting Wu-Tang most of the time.
Was he really? Wait, so they forced to? Oh, those black ladies were getting shit because they took the gig and they were getting paid off it. That did cause a rift in the black community.
I bet.
The black community was abuzz when those 2 ladies. Travis Scott didn't really catch much flack. But yeah, those 2 black ladies, people were like, "How dare they?" It's like, dude, they're performing at the if the Super Bowl even like wanted you to carry the chains for like $1,500, you'd go do it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. That shit's that was crazy.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, it was funny that they did that though. Made 2 black ladies sing the national anthem. It's like, yeah.
I mean,
What do you think of that?
That is when you talk about like 75-year-old white dudes in there squashing a fucking PR bug. It's like, well, I got a
just
fucking idea.
make a couple of them sing it.
I mean,
and,
Adam Levine kind of looked like an Aryan Brotherhood guy.
True.
They had him just fucking his shirt
True.
off.
Is Levine a WAP name?
Who knows, dude?
He struck me as a bit of a WAP.
You think Levine? I'll look it
I
up
don't
right
know.
now. I'm going fucking J.
You think he's a J?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Maybe an Italian J. Rare, but that's who funded the Renaissance.
Levine ethnicity. Yeah, I think he's a fucking J, dude. But yeah, that was probably what he did.
He's a fucking J.
Yeah, for sure. What is he? Oh, he's German and Scottish.
What?
God damn it.
Damn, he's on the right side of the white supremacy, dude.
Yeah.
Those are 2 good whites.
I'm telling you, that's what they did. They had 2 black ladies. They forced them to sing the national anthem. They had a fucking jacked fucking AB guy up there fucking.
They had a Big Boy. He came out.
True.
He crushed.
True.
Yeah, it was nice. Maroon 5 fucking sucks, though. I mean,
Yeah,
that
they
goes
fucking-
without saying.
Good blood.
I've hated that fucking guy for a while.
Yeah, I was
Got
actually
me going.
I was talking about that today, and people were trying to give me shit for it. I'm like, he's such a he's like such a manufactured badass. To where did you see his tattoos?
Yeah, right when he took his shirt off and was covered in tats. I was like, I guarantee he got those in the last 8 years.
Oh, he did. He got them. He has a
5
tattoo
years.
that says California across his stomach, and then he has a tattoo on his back that's it's literally. Did you ever go into a tattoo parlor?
No,
There's all these generic
Not
tattoos
really.
on the walls. It looked like he walked into a tattoo. It looks like the Sailor Jerry logo, kind of.
yeah. He had a lot of Sailor Jerry
50
font.
cent size down his back, and he went in. It looked like he was pointing at something on the wall.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, put that all across my back. I think other people picked out his tattoos. I think he has a team who was like, here's what we're gonna do, and he was just like,
Yeah, he's like a gayer fucking Justin Timberlake.
But I think he's like Coldplay on fucking steroids, dude.
Yeah, same thing.
Maroon 5 is
Totally
Coldplay on
manufactured.
steroids, dude. I'm saying literally Coldplay on steroids. If Coldplay
Oh, you
did
think
steroids,
that was Coldplay? I haven't seen him in a
I
while.
think they did steroids, dude. Now the Maroon 5.
That's a
He has
fair
like a
fucking
perfectly
theory.
waxed, supple body.
Ugh.
I spied him, dude. I checked him
Yeah,
out.
he was making me hard.
Yeah, he was like all
was getting
fucking.
me going.
There was gay cheerleaders too. Did
Gay
you see
black
him?
cheerleaders?
Did you see him?
No, I didn't even see him.
Were there gay black cheerleaders?
Yeah.
NFL is fucking vicious, dude.
NFL is like, yeah, you guys want social justice? We're gonna litter the field with gay black dudes. Try to protest us.
True. They made an impenetrable wall, dude.
Try to get through that.
If
Gay black dudes?
If they kneel, dude, they get sucked, dude. They go inside like with their Someone
how all the
busted me.
players-
The gay cheerleaders come up and fucking drop
Dick out.
down, dude.
I mean, that's NFL players are traditionally very homophobic.
True.
All you need is some gay dudes around.
It's fucking wag
Like,
dong in the
I
face.
ain't getting on the fucking ground. All these fruity ass motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was good though.
True.
Tom Brady gets another ring. How do you feel about that?
You know, man, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. I tell you the truth. I went food shopping. The lady started talking to me. I stopped earlier at someone else's house, and they were like, "You watching the game?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I might." And they were like, "I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna keep it on."
Do you know who was in it?
Patriots and the Rams.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Nailed it.
So he was like, "I'm gonna keep it on though." I'm like, "Why?" He was like, well, "I'm just follow it, keep it on in
Yeah.
the background." It's like, it's almost like you have like an allegiance to where like you have to kind of watch it. People get freaked out and they're like, "When did you watch it?" It's like,
I slept through a Super Bowl once.
Did you
I
really?
was bummed.
how'd you feel?
I was pissed.
Was it a good Super Bowl?
Yeah, it was Steelers Packers. Fucking slept right through it.
Why?
I was hungover.
Damn,
Tried to take
dude.
a nap before the game.
Wonder how many dudes it happens to a year.
Only the real ones.
True.
If you party so hard, you
Sleep through
fucking
a
sleep
fucking
through the
Super
Super Bowl. That's a bummer. That's a late kickoff that you're sleeping through.
It sucks.
Oh man, but yeah, that's had a sick meeting today with the suits before I came here,
No,
dude. You know
dude.
me. Agents, management, they're all trying to get a piece of this, dude.
Someone fucking shut the blinds and pulled you in the room.
Yeah, I might get compromised.
They think they put you in the cabal.
They're circling.
Did you lay in the coffin?
The Jew coffin?
No, the coffin where they lay in the coffin and jerk off in the coffin.
No, I
it's
haven't
like the
gotten there yet.
skull and bones.
I'll hopefully get there soon.
You have to tell
But
me,
the
dude.
Jews are lurking, dude.
You think so?
The Jews know me.
Really?
I'm gonna compromise, dude. I'm gonna get compromised. I'm already talking to Michael Moore.
True.
Oh, we deleted it. I was already
True, yeah.
supporting Michael Moore on. I
True.
deleted it.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
What do you think of that?
Just get money, dude.
You stay firm.
Yeah, dude, I'm chilling.
You're Mark Passiow, dude.
I'm even further out than Mark Passiow, dude. I will say he put me onto some sick ass
What'd he
fucking
get you on?
reading, bro. Dude, he got me into astrotheology, which the word I didn't even know what it was. I saw the word and I was like, I have to learn about this stuff. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's about how all the religion comes out of like the study of the stars, dude. I mean, this guy, whoever wrote this book, they're saying like so. The Jesus story, everyone knows it. Well, a lot of people know this, that like there was like 6 or 7, honestly like 9 mythological figures that have like the same story as Jesus, born to a virgin,
Walked
born
on water, raised a guy from the dead.
born on
That Egyptian dude,
Horus,
particularly. Yeah.
Horus,
like the
big
exact
time.
same
And there's
story.
a couple others,
Yeah.
but the whole thing is like born around December 24th. I think it's the winter solstice. What's the equinox or solstice? One of the two. They're all born around the same time.
Yeah.
And they all in springtime. So it was like, and this was Constantine putting this all together, the Roman Catholic Church and the Council of Nicaea, famously. But he, so they're saying that the 3 days, like dies for 3 days, comes back again, right around December 24th, 25th, right in that time period. The sun, if you're watching the sun, it's like during the day getting kind of like, it doesn't go up as high in the sky or something.
Okay.
And if you're at like a 65-degree latitude, the sun actually disappears. It's still light out. It's not like Alaska, but the sun actually disappears for 3 days, comes back the third day, and
Wow.
it rises again, and then it starts ascending up back into the sky. So they're like going through all this stuff, and I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. And then they go into Christmas trees, which is like
This is German pagan, right?
close. It's what the fuck's it called? It's like Indo-Iranian or something. I forget what it's called, but it was like a bunch of people who were like Siberian, like
Oh,
prehistoric Siberian people.
okay.
That's
Well,
where-
maybe
that's
that's
what-
where the Germans got it.
Yeah, that's where they say, oh, dude, everyone did it.
Yeah,
That's,
it was north of. Well, I mean,
this goes back to the Babylonians.
Okay.
Babylonians, there's like the Phrynigerans or something. I forget what the fuck it was called.
what?
Phrynigerans or something.
Yeah, you better switch those words.
I have the book. It was like Phrynagans or
What?
something. Yeah, that's how it was spelled.
How do you say it?
It's like the Phrynigerans.
Don't be afraid, dude.
I'm
Say
telling you,
the name.
I don't know how to say the name, but it was the Phrynarians, dude. So shit. So it was like them, Hebrews, all these people. There was this guy. It was like Adonis. Teltuck or some shit in the Hebrew. But the thing was, there was this guy who like went out into the woods and chopped off his dong, and his dong and the guy chopped off his dong and grew into a Christmas tree, and his dong fruited. The fruits, like the forbidden fruit, grew underneath the Christmas tree. If you know anything about Amanita muscaria, it loves to grow underneath coniferous plants. So that's where they say the Christmas tree thing came from. It was like the Romans did it, like the Roman fertility cults. You would go and you would chop down a tree to celebrate that dude who like chopped off his dong and became a Christmas tree.
Wow.
So they're saying that's why today, and that got just pulled into Catholicism. That it was based off like
But
Roman.
I don't think there's any conifers in that region at all.
In Rome.
Yeah.
Like the Holy Roman Empire
some
all throughout the whole
mountains.
thing, yeah. So apparently they were like sacred trees, and these are like a bunch of different whatchamacallit. These are there's in Italy somewhere. There's definitely
The
some
Alps.
Yeah, there's some coniferous fucking trees kicking
Yeah.
around. But but that's the whole point of them. That's why we bring them into our house, and then what happens on December 25th, dude? Little presents pop up under the trees. Amanita muscaria. It just is.
Bullshit.
It just is, dude.
No, it's
Why do we bring them in? Why do we cut out Christmas trees?
I don't know.
It's fucking Roman paganism
Yeah, it's Roman paganism.
based around Amanita muscaria.
Okay.
Because that's where they would grow under those trees.
Okay.
Dude, it's fucking... I'm blowing the fucking lid off everything, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, like...
I think it is that simple. It all came out of just...
No, I mean, I don't think it's that... It's not mind-blowing to me that, like, traditions we have now, they all stem from forever.
Yeah, but it's bizarre.
Like, the church took pagan rituals
Yeah, but why?
to bring people in.
well,
To
they-
be like, hey, you fucking German tribes,
Mm-hmm.
these Germanic tribes, like, yeah, we know you worship fucking wreaths and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll use them too. Worship
Well,
Christianity
so
through your fucking weird
It goes
ways.
even deeper than that. That's apparently Constantine was I think he was a sun worshipping pagan, and he started.
Yeah,
they're
and then
saying
he
that
became
he
Christian.
made. They're saying he didn't even become a Christian. They're saying he just made it the fuck up. He literally just took every religion in the area and just combined it into one, and was like, "This is what we're up to now." And then apparently, like as he got older, he was like, "Yeah, this shit sucks," and went back to being a sun worshiping pagan, and it just like spread and went crazy. And there was the Dead Sea Scrolls that like apparently were supposed to get translated, and there was like 5 or 6 different priests and like biblical scholars who were like tied into like the Catholic Church, and there was one renegade who had no church affiliations, and they like completely squashed his interpretation,
Yeah.
and they never put their stuff out.
I don't know. I don't think the Catholic Church would like hide this right now. Like if you're like, where did this tradition come from? They'd be, it's not like it's tied to the religion. It's not like having a Christmas tree means anything.
I know how come they never told us about it, and I went to Catholic school for 12 years.
Yeah, back then it was definitely.
But apparently they said
And
during
these are Catholic school teachers. It's not the fucking Vatican. These are retards that grew up in your town.
But true. But my thing is, there was like inquisitions that went to like crushing this kind of knowledge from. They didn't want people to know this. So it's an evil fucking empire, bro.
I mean, it's an empire, so it's definitely got some evil.
I mean, dude, they were like burning babies and shit back in the day.
Yeah. I mean,
Fucking
so was
horrible.
every single empire.
I
So was
know.
our empire.
True. We burned some babes,
Yeah, we went over to Vietnam, tossed them around a little.
tossed some babes around.
Yeah. I mean, every empire is going to have horrible
Bourbon.
shit.
True.
So that's what like the whole like I'm not shitting on you.
That's
but
fine.
like these like everything comes from basically pagan rituals before Christianity. It's not like they invented their own traditions.
Yeah, but
Like
here's
most
the
of
thing.
this, like the story of Jesus, the reason his story was that is because his story matched previous prophecies, and he lined it up to match those prophecies.
Well, there's like, no, they just took a narrative and said this is the truth.
Yeah,
They took a myth, and then people believe this myth is true. It's just Jesus. It's just as ridiculous to believe in Jesus as Horus. If I was like, nah, actually, I believe in Horus. People are like, no, it's Jesus, you freak.
yeah, but these
That's insane.
Yeah, but most of these people, like, what's the difference? What's it matter?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy either way. It's not even what's
Again,
a
like if you went to the Vatican, and were like, look at this, they'd be like, yeah.
I doubt it.
I don't.
If you were
it
like,
seems that way to
Jesus
me.
is based off of the ancient Egyptian thing, Horus, they'd be like, no.
I bet if you
No
brought that to
way.
a priest, they'd be like,
Well, that's what that guy.
These traditions were written down back then.
When he translated the Dead Sea Scrolls, he was trying to say like this, and they were like, "No, it's not. That's blasphemy. There's no way. This is not based off anything else. That's just like
they
you're
called blasphemy on the Dead Sea Scrolls.
They're just kind of like that's bullshit. They're like, "There's no way. This Jesus Christ wasn't based on. This is like Jesus Christ was the only one that's like just lies people say about the other ones." And it's like
again,
no.
I think the Vatican is filled with a lot of smart people that are like, they're not going to be like, "Nah, that's not true." Now.
Like when? Is it like 1980?
Maybe.
Dude. They bend when they have to. Now they have like a cool pope, and it's fucking bullshit.
I mean, it's the same as any religion.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But dude,
there's going to be some bad. They do a lot of good. No, you don't think?
I don't really think so,
Catholics,
bro.
There's not a lot of charity coming out of Catholicism.
Yeah, but dude, fucking touching boys. It's
touching
like,
boys is a big one. That's bad.
I don't trust charities in general. Organized charities kind of freak me the fuck out, dude. But I don't know. I think it's crazy that they don't or aren't just like, all right, so here's this whole organization. Here's what we do. We're based off the Roman fertility cults, and we came into this and we came into that. Rather like, Jesus is the one true God, and if you don't believe, we're not going to bury you in the church. That's what they do. And there might be some. You can talk to some like OG in the Vatican. It'll take you to like the dusty library and be like, oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that difficult to find. Like in fucking Religulous, that documentary, he talks to them.
Who?
Bill Maher.
The Vats?
Goes and talks to like a Vatican astronomer. Who's just like, yeah, we didn't have science when the Bible was written. There's nothing factual in that book. Mm-hmm. He works for the Vatican. No?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the fact that it's based off of all that shit and it's like people are so into it is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what do you like? What's crazy about that?
It was just mythology.
Like that people don't know Jesus wasn't probably born on Christmas? It's like, who gives a fuck?
We're just based off of mythology. It's just weird to me that they were just like, yep, that's the truth.
Yeah, that's how they got people that were believing in that mythology to join Christianity.
Yeah, but it still works now. Like, if I were to tell my mom, like, dude, you know this shit was based off horror, she'd be like, where did you get that from? That's ridiculous. That's the majority of people in it.
I don't know. I just don't see, like, what's that matter?
I think it's fucking sick to know that.
Yeah.
That lie has made it that far now.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like the story of Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking, to me, it's fucking wild.
Yeah. Bill Maher fucking crushed it for me.
But
in Religulous, he explains all that.
See, I hated Bill Maher in Religulous.
I mean,
thought it sucked.
He was a smarmy cunt, because he kind of is. But
did he go into astrotheology and all that?
No, but he explained Horus and like how it's all based off of like mythology.
Yeah,
because it is mythology.
Yeah, but the cool thing is how it was actually based off of astrological events, which mythology came from people studying the stars and making up stories
like the
about
North Star and all that shit.
Three wise men, Orion's belt, all that stuff.
Orion,
Orion, dude.
I love it when you read and you're just like Orion.
But yeah, I do think that shit's crazy to me. How it's like the fact that people defend that as if it's like, well, it's like, dude, it's fucking nuts what they did. It's not like just them. Everyone else is trying to do it too. They just won.
Who, the
Catholic Church? Yeah.
Yeah.
They just they crushed everybody.
With what?
This military.
No.
Strength.
I mean, like.
It was Rome. Rome went and spread it, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just wild to me.
Yeah, I mean that's history throughout. Like, as people fucking.
Some people are adverse. Some people hear this and they're like, well, what's the big deal? And it's like, it's a pretty fucking big deal to think that like the whole huge religion was based off of like a bunch of weird fertility cults. And again, we have all these weird traditions, like the drinking blood and eating flesh and shit. And everyone's just kind of like,
that's what we do.
That's what we do. It's fucking nuts, dude. That every time I go to church like once a year with my mom. Yeah. Every year I stop in there and I'm like, what? People are chanting in unison. They're like pretending to drink blood out of a cup. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is crazy.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I'm not even hating on. If you like to pray and do your thing, that's cool. But it's weird to me to be like, well, it's not the blood of. I mean, it's supposed to be, but it's like you're pretending to. And it's like, dude,
that really fucks me up.
What the fuck?
When I was a kid, and they were like, "That's a Catholic. It's a miracle. It's like, that is the blood and body of Christ. I was like, nah. Even as a kid, I was like, no. There's no chance.
It's just fucking weird.
What's that called?
What?
There's a word.
Transmifiguration?
No, there's a Catholic word
When
for
they
it.
change
when it's in the little box.
the chalice?
No, the box. What the fuck is the box called? I don't
Sacristy? Sacrament?
Whatever.
The ark?
It is the ark, dude.
What, when it's in the box and then they...
Yeah, they fucking shamalama humma.
Well, no, they put it in the cup, in the chalice, and hold their hand over it. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but there's a word for what the Eucharist becomes.
the host.
No, like there's a word for the transfiguration from bread to flesh. I forget what it is.
Oh. Communion.
No.
Holy fucking...
Damn, dude. The Secret Podcast is getting deep.
Secret Podcast is going
a lot of
fucking
people
lit,
don't know.
dude.
A lot of
Dude.
people don't know.
That book is sick. The Christmas tree thing is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Because I've literally wondered that before. I'm like, why the fuck do we put Christmas trees in our house?
Yeah. I think that's a newer tradition. Putting Christmas trees in your house.
How new?
I don't know.
I don't know either, dude.
I think it's relatively new.
What are you thinking?
Shit. I'm guessing 19th century.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
That's...
What are you looking it up?
Yeah. There's no way it's the 19th century. You're talking about the 1800s they started Christmas trees?
Yeah.
16th century, bro.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Is that what your guess is or the answer?
That's what the answer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they say, at least. That's what fucking Google let me know. I'm
Yeah.
sure it goes deeper than that. Zuck probably flipped a switch and was like, you can't have this right now.
They know.
They know everything, dude.
Do you think we need to pause?
Yeah, let's take a break. We back, dude.
Oh my god.
We back. We had to settle the fucking
We had to
narrative,
fucking
dude.
look up some fucking Christmas tree
It was getting
facts.
wild, dude.
You've been watching any television lately? Oh, we talked about this.
What did we watch? What did we
We
talk
talked about it with Six on the Patreon episode.
What did
That
we-
Fire Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
yeah.
watch
I
that?
didn't see that, no.
That's all right.
No.
It's a bunch of fucking pussies
I
trying to make something.
saw, did you see the Asian lady who folds clothes?
No.
There's a show about a lady who cleans houses.
Really?
So, yeah, she comes through and she, like, saves relationships by cleaning houses. She's like, you must kiss your clothes and say thank you. And, like, they're like, it's just, like, a white couple, like, it's like a 40-year-old white couple who hates each other. They're like, thank you, clothes. Dude, this couple, it was...
What is this? What show is this?
It's called the
like what is this, like a reality show?
Kandori method. Yeah, it's sort of like a reality show, but it's like this lady goes
I
to...
think I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's a Kandori method or something. And this lady just goes and, like... It was like a dude who's like, I have my wife for, like, and I love her, but, like, she's kind of a mess. And, like, the wife's
It's
like...
just a Chinese.
And then
Chinese comes
a
in.
Japanese
Japanese
comes in and she's
partner.
like, your house is very nice, huh?
A partner.
A Tokyo partner basically comes in. Tokyo partner's wife comes in and is like, your house is very nice. But and then she starts, it's pretty funny. She takes all what you have to do is take all of your clothes you have totally and just put them all in one room and just look at them, just like sitting in like a pile. And then you have to like hold each article up and feel it. And if it brings you joy, you fold it neatly and put it down. And then if you hold it up and you're like, you don't get like a vibe off your pants, fold them up, thank them, put them in the other pile.
Thank your pants.
Yeah, thank your pants and put those things away. So
I'm thanking these pants. I've been wearing them for a fucking week.
you're fucking abusing those things, dude.
These things are dying to get washed. I'm gonna wash them tonight.
Dude, the lady, they're talking to like...
I think
and
this hoodie you bought me.
the thing's fucking sick. They talk about their marriage, and the guy, it's so obvious the guy fucking hates her. And it's so funny watching him, like, we're working it. And, like, you could see, like, her, like, call him, and he's just like, dude, it's pretty fucked up. I was watching, I'm like, I can't believe
And they went
this
on a
out.
reality show?
Yeah. They went out, and they were like, oh, yeah, we're way more happier now. And, like, dude, this guy's lying. It's fucking sad to watch.
Ugh.
It's real sad. They're like, yeah, our house is clean now, and all of our problems have gone away, and, it's...
Yeah, I'm glad that Japanese lady showed up and made me thank my jeans. Now me and my wife are good.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
That's a pagan tradition, dude.
Thanking your
Destroy
jeans,
it.
for sure.
Destroy it.
You would love. You're very popal, dude.
I'm a papist.
You're
I
very
love my
papal,
Pope.
dude.
I love my Pope,
I
dude.
fucking can't. It's Queen of
I love
England,
the royal
Pope.
keys, dude.
Ugh. Pope, Queen of England. It's all the same thing.
No.
Ugh.
No.
I hate cool Pope is the number one thing that I hate.
Cool Pope's gay.
How all of a sudden it's like, oh shit,
Cool Pope's gay.
they're on to touching boys. What do we got? And we're like, we got a cool Pope. And the guy's like, hey,
Hey, who am I to judge gay
you
people?
can be gay a little, I guess. I mean, don't tell him I said that. Dude, Fuck that.
Yeah, cool pope sucks.
I
want a very strict Orthodox pope.
True that.
I need a pope to come in and fucking lock it down.
mean, if you're going to do it, that's the thing. You might as well.
Yeah.
But I am excited to watch, like, just churches go out of business in general.
You're not going to see it.
I think so.
Never in your lifetime.
Do you have friends that, like, go to Catholic Mass?
Yeah, probably.
Like, weekly, every Sunday?
Probably,
I
yeah.
was out to
Definitely.
dinner. I talked to a guy who was like, yeah, well, our parish. And I was like, whoa, you made it through your 20s and 30s and, like,
Well, you go back to it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the way my life trajectory is, if I just can't imagine an alternate reality where I was like, I gotta get down to the Catholic Mass and sit through it. And
I won't. But when you have kids,
Sure.
and you live back home,
Sure.
you go to church.
That's what's weird to me. Even if I moved back there, it would just be fucking. I feel like I'm tripping when I'm in church. I'm just like, but I was like looking at this guy and I'm like, damn, dude, like I knew you in college and you made it through this whole weird experience with all the fucking information and the internet and it's like, dude, do your thing. I don't give a fuck. But it's like, damn, you made it back. Like they got you back. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was weird for me.
Confession's good.
Confession's fucking. I'm not
Confession's
telling
a
some
good thing.
fucking pervert what I did.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I bet you can have some pervert shrinks. You don't know if they're a pervert. It doesn't matter what they do. Sometimes it's good to talk to someone.
Yeah, well, shrinks totally crushed priests in that regard. People stop going. People don't really fucks with priests that hard anymore.
I bet they do.
Nah, man. People have, even those Catholics have
I bet a lot of
therapists
wops
too.
are much more comfortable going to confession.
They
than
just
being
kneel in the
gay.
thing and jerk off. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Father.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, that actually, we had a high school teacher who told us that. They're like, priests got crushed for that. Like, the priests were basically shrinks forever.
Yeah.
They're like, if you have any money, they're poor people shrinks, basically.
Yeah.
He was like, if you have any money, you don't see a priest. He's like, they were kind of for poor people. And he's like, oh, I shouldn't say that. We're in a Catholic school.
Yeah. I don't know. The church.
I
The
can't-
church isn't going anywhere.
See, I
bro.
can't. I never trusted like getting perspective from a priest. It's like
Yeah,
you
of
take
course.
some dude who's been like
Who's never
from a young age
Yeah.
has been like coddled into this weird fucking like half existence kind of thing. I don't know, dude. Unless he was like if Catholic priest went Franciscan, I'd fuck with them. They're too opulent for me, dude.
Yeah.
If they get like ascetic lifestyles where they were like pure brown robe, fasting, real vow of poverty, not some weird tax loop shit where like, dude, the priests at my fucking parish
yeah.
where I grew up built like literally a $1.3 million place.
Yeah.
And they had a little like, you know, like when people fundraise, they have a thermometer. The top thing was 1.3 mil and they were like, we need this much.
Ugh.
Dude, crazy. So that's why I don't fucks with them, dude. They're the Pharisees. I'm Jesus. That's the thing. You're Punchy's pie, dude.
I am very punchous, dude.
Jesus, they hated Jesus in his day, dude.
Nah.
I'm 33. This is my Jesus year, dude.
They hated Jesus?
They fucking hated his ass, dude.
Nah, I thought they liked him.
Nah, Jesus bucked the power structure.
No, of course they hated him. They fucking nailed him to wood.
That's what I'm saying.
They hated that motherfucker.
So if you're really following Jesus, dude, you'd be exposing astrotheology and be like, yo, here's the real deal.
Astrotheology is
Some guy tried to nail me
garbage.
the other day.
What?
Some guy tried to catch me the other day and nail
tried
me.
to fucking
Yeah,
crucify
tried to
you?
crucify me. Yeah, dude.
Why?
I fucking kicked down.
What do you... Oh, because you're Jesus.
Because I'm fucking spreading out astrotheology, dude. I'm talking about the fucking fertility cults.
Yeah, we should revert to that.
Something like that.
Yeah, taking shrooms.
Yes, that I agree with.
I think that's the underlying
dude, if
thing
you-
in your research is like shrooms are cool.
Cool and also necessary. If people switch from
Really?
if we switch from an alcohol culture to like you go home to the family, everyone eats like 1.5 grams of mushrooms and chills. Dude, I'm telling you, it would be like I think I was at work today and it's like I'm watching this meeting, this fucking lady's yammering on and like, does anyone have any thoughts about like how we should do it? And everyone's like, well, and no one's being honest.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, I just wonder how much better it'd be if I was like, I hate doing this right now. This is boring and it sucks. And there has to be a better way we can. If I did that, like, you have to leave.
Yeah,
You have to be like, you have to lie.
that's Jesus, dude. You gotta stand up.
That's what I'm saying. But
Wow.
if you're in a workplace and people are
That's
just kind of
Horus,
like,
dude. You just gotta be Horus.
Dude, imagine if people were in there and you went to work and like, how you feeling? Like, I'm like really bored and depressed today. And people were like, okay, like, well, why? And then you could sit there and talk it out and be like, oh, I don't like this. I really don't like that guy. Everyone would have to sit there and talk.
Yeah,
They should have one day a week at work where everyone fucking gets like super fucking stoned and goes in there and just like,
freaks out. Alcohol culture is definitely.
I think it's a bad drug
course.
to pin just or like put your society on.
Yeah.
I think we should switch way more in the way of fucking mushrooms, weed.
Yeah, getting fucked up as like the end goal of your work week is wild.
It's fucked up.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
But like,
I did it for a while.
yeah, I would work Monday through Friday and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get blacked out Friday night, Saturday night, sleep all day Sunday, and then go back to work.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's a fucking nightmare.
No, so not to fucking boast myself, but it's like what I do is I'll go smoke a bunch of hash and lay on my floor, close my eyes, dude. That's a fucking party, dude.
That's how you make friends.
That's my exactly.
That's how you meet new people.
That's true, dude. Because I in my head, I'm like, damn, dude, I have no fucking friends. Like I have a bunch of people I'm friends with, but in my like day to day, I'm chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Like I think
You're good
about
to
that.
talk to.
I'm not making any new friends,
No new friends, dude.
but it's
Fuck
like
new friends.
I'm not making any new friends.
You're old.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's like I've been on this trajectory for a while. I'm like fucking pedal towards the metal towards dying alone.
No friends.
It's pretty tight. I kind of like it.
It's definitely dark.
I thought it
It's
was
weird. Yeah.
It's weirder for me to sit around in like a weird like environment I don't want to be in. That's when I get like real fucked
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Yeah, it's funny to watch my girlfriend because she's young and she's starting to like she's that age where you start losing friends and you start like people getting married, having kids, like staring down that fucking barrel of like, well, what am I gonna do? It's interesting
dude, I was
because
saying
everybody goes through that.
I was saying to my babe, she was like, I don't know what to. I'm like, dude, you're fucking 27. It's like this is the part where you just suck such a fat dick. And just it's like you'll come out of your 30s and be like, okay, here's what I can actually do, and here's what I'll probably do, and here's what I won't do, and you're like, you come to peace, and you're like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
Late 20s, dude, it's like it's like your like little plans are just Fight Club towers, dude. It's like, you're standing out the thing like, oh god, I'm not gonna do this, but
I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm talking to her about like, what do you want to do? Like, you don't have to know. You're young as fuck. You don't have to know what you want to do. No one knows what they want to do.
True.
You just find a fucking career. And hopefully you don't hate it.
Yeah.
That's it. And she's like, well, you get to do what you want. I'm like, well, I'm the fucking best.
Also, think about the
And
fucking
think of all the-
insane risks that you took.
I have a fucking air mattress in an empty hallway apartment.
Dude, and what people don't understand is planning a life where it could go like so wrongly.
If
dude.
I break my leg,
like a lot of people
fucked.
like, you know, and dude, I think it's sick to have a family and do all that stuff, but people who have a family can be like, they look around, they're like, man, I could, if I did something. It's like, dude,
First off,
clock
you
in your
weren't-
30s on an air mattress,
Yeah.
dude, and start thinking about your life then, and like the real possibility of just fucking being like some not cool Big Lebowski type of dude who's just sitting there just kind of like,
yeah, not a cool Big Lebowski is exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's your
dude.
shitty personality that you have because no one's the Big Lebowski. No one's a cool loner.
no.
Everyone has like a dark fucking like shitty ego that you need. And like, I mean, I'm doing well right now and it still sucks. And this took fucking 9 years of eating shit and being miserable.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's not like I've made it by any fucking stretch of the imagination, but at least I'm at a point now where I'm close to doing something.
Sure.
And that was unlikely.
Yeah.
Most people don't get that far. Most people that try to follow their fucking dumb dreams, it sucks.
Most people don't get booked to like their local fucking club in their city.
Yeah, and that's
That's
just,
one filter. And then you go to another place and it's like another filter, another. But I'm saying that like staring down when you're like all fucking ropes are off the boat and you're sailing you're in the dark waters, dude, and all of a sudden you start doing 20, 30 years down the line, you're laying there at night. That's like something you can't explain to someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's people who have having kids is a whole other set of existential terror of like your kid actually like hating you, which is hard. That's horrible. To, like create a person who create someone who hates you.
create someone that's like, yo, you're fucking gay, dude.
To bring someone into the world and then have them just hate you as a result.
Not even hate, just be like, yeah, you're all right.
Yeah,
That's
ignore
worse.
you. Yeah,
Of being like, this guy kind of sucks.
well, that's apparently like a real thing. Like your parents kind of want to be your friends.
Yeah, my mom calls me all the time. I'm like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
lady.
and that hurts them like deeply.
Yeah.
the fact that you're like it really hurts their feelings that
Which
like you're not
makes
calling them and like
perfect sense.
I know, but it's fucking weird because people make their kids thinking like you're continuing me, and you just made a whole entire different person who should have real no loyalty to you in terms of what they do with their life.
Yeah.
So a lot of people create people and they're like, this is my legacy, and it's like, no, you just created a fucking total fucking. You don't even know what the fuck that thing is.
What really sucks, a little off topic, with my girlfriend and like when she or anybody that's young in their 20s and shit right now, anybody that doesn't have a career,
Yeah.
like right now that generation's entire existence is to be an Instagram influencer or to be like Twitter famous or to be like everyone's a photographer or a singer or a music producer or like a festival organizer.
Yeah.
Like all these dog shit fucking aspirations.
Yeah, it's also
Like
though,
that's what's cool is being an Instagram model if
Yeah.
you're a chick.
but it's also you can only do that if like you're kind of set financially on some deep level.
Yeah, but then it's like I'll just work a job and work on becoming a meme generator.
A noble profession.
Dude, do you see what's going on with Fuck Jerry?
No, what's that?
There's a meme account called Fuck Jerry, and everyone's turning on him because
What do you do?
they just steal people's material and post it, and then they get paid.
It's awesome. Sounds like the Roman Catholic Church.
Wait till you see these guys.
Sounds like the fucking Catholic Church.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, if Fuck Jerry took over the world and dominated, I'd be like, yeah, Fuck Jerry's actually the shit.
So
But
what
if
are
you
they
get
doing?
taken down by a Twitter campaign.
So they're just taking fucking people's
Dude, the Catholic
names.
Church can fuck kids and walk, baby.
I mean,
who are you
dude,
talking to? That's
who's-
the OJ of organizations.
That's true, dude. That is true.
You like the juice, right? What?
He's all right. I never had a stance on him. I just think I actually like the fact that I like his nickname.
The juice?
You got to be pretty cool to get
Yeah,
that.
OJ.
You
He's
got
a
to be
man.
pretty fucking cool.
Orenthal?
He was. That's,
Cutting people's heads off,
did he severed a head?
basically. He fucking... America's Most Wanted, his fucking wife.
Alex Walsh on him, dude.
Dude, I had a fucking killer joke last night.
What?
It was fucking... I mean, it was no tomahawk,
Can't even
but
let it.
it was funny because the people I was with were all like... I think I was the only one there without a fucking special. Like, it was all like pretty famous
so
comedians.
this is IRL joke.
Yeah, last night there was a sick ass commercial of like Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, fucking Peyton Manning, every NFL player that was like a legend was in this commercial where they were all doing cool shit. And then at the very end, it gets tossed to a little girl. Like, so whoever, like LT got the ball and he was running, and then Ed Reed tackled him. So it was everybody's strength against whoever it was. Like Peyton Manning threw a pass, or Joe Montana threw a pass intercepted by Deion Sanders. Like, it was whoever's counter it was. And the
Gotcha.
ball got to a lady. And that's when it kind of stopped. But I was like, dude, how sick would it be if OJ came out and cut her fucking head off? He was the answer to women. But
What happened to the lady? She ran in for scored
I
touchdown.
think it was something about women are strong.
Nice,
Yeah, there was
That's
a couple
awesome.
of those commercials.
dude. That was something funny. That,
Hold on, it was funny. Like, if I said something funny, like 2 or 3 people would be like, yeah, that was funny.
that's hilarious.
But the whole room would be like, all right, who is this guy?
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
That shit fucking. That's so weird.
the hierarchy. No, they were
Yeah.
all cool, but like,
No, I know people
it's
are cool,
definitely there.
but there is the fucking.
And then if like a big dog said, like if Michelle Wolf made a joke, everyone was like, whoa.
yeah, it's so
But
fucking weird.
yeah, obviously she's great.
But it's. I'm
I
telling
talk
you,
shit.
That's.
Oh, I got another one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Ishmael Lofty came to the stand. He's a friend of mine now.
I only know A-listers.
He's a
Will Smith.
He's an M-lister, dude. He's a fucking muzz, dude.
What?
He's one of Mekki. He's boys with
okay,
Mekki
he's
in
just
a
from
hom.
Mech Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was out in L.A. and now he's in New York working on Hassan Minaj's show.
Really?
And then he came. I was hanging out with him on Saturday,
What's he up
and
to?
I was like, how's work going? Because I know he's working on Hassan's show.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, it's good. I was like, do you like it? He was like, yeah. I was like, I saw a couple episodes. I thought it was pretty good. He was like, I listen to your podcast. I was like, you know how I feel then. I
What did he
fucking
say?
hate that shit. We just laughed about it. I was like, pretty much,
That's
when I lived in
hilarious,
Philly,
dude.
I was pretty angry about everything with comedy. As far as I was like, the reason no one's picking me is because I'm a straight white guy,
Sure.
which has some merit. But as soon as I moved, I was just like, oh, it's because I lived in Philly.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I also think fucking
A little bit of both.
sucks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just
but
don't. I
was-
dislike that. I don't hate
that
hate
like
the guy.
social justice
yeah,
comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
just
stinks.
fucking lame.
It does stink. And Hassan's like a very punchable fucking dude when you watch him on that.
Yeah.
But if they were like, "Do you want to work for us?" I'd be like, "Yeah,
I would take.
I'll
I would
fucking-
take. Of course.
Of course."
I would take money for whatever. It is. It is. Just,
It was funny though. I was like, "How's it going working with Hassan's show?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's good." I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw a couple episodes. It's pretty cool."
And
He's
he
like,
was
"I
just
listen
like-
to your podcast." I was like,
Was he laughing or was he like, "Dude, get the
knew it
fuck
was
out of
funny.
here"?
Yeah. It was funny. He came to hang out with me.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah.
You gotta let him know, dude. Where you're like, well, you know,
I was always worried about that with Muhammad listening to it.
You think he's gonna run to fucking?
No, not telling us, but like we were shitting on like Muslim comedy.
This fucking sucks.
I know. I agree.
If I was doing Christian comedy, people be like, dude, this guy.
You should do Christian comedy.
I should do clean Christian comedy.
Clean pagan comedy, dude.
Pagan comedy doesn't have to be clean.
Really?
Fuck no, dude.
Why not?
They revel in the reality of life, dude. If I were to be like, I'm so fucking fertile.
You're like a religious hipster, dude.
What's that?
Like as far as like, you guys don't even know the real religions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Sick.
Paganism.
Speaking of fat hipsters, how about that fucking pussy who
Oh my god,
fucking
dude.
turned on Louis, dude?
Dude, it wasn't even just him. Well, that was lame as fuck. It was Tig Notaro, dude.
Tig gave him the spot.
Tig's got cum on her hands, dude.
You
She
think?
rose through fucking Louis.
She might have some cum on her
She's
hands.
there's cum on her hands, dude.
She rose through Louis and now definitely feels obligated to distance herself, which is really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck.
She's seen the ropes, dude. She was probably
You think
in
she saw a rope?
She was probably in a robe, dude. It was like True Detective season 1. And there's all these dudes in robes and animal masks, and like they pulled off the thing, and like, oh
just
my
Louis.
god, she's there. Is Louis?
You
and
think Tig
there's
was watching?
Tig sitting there. Yeah, dude.
Think Tig saw Louis rope?
Yeah, dude. That was probably like some dark.
She would have written about that
True.
right away.
She probably curses. She probably rues the fucking sky
wishes-
that she didn't see those
Oh,
ropes.
If she would have seen a
fly,
rope,
dude.
you know how much more popular she'd be?
She probably wakes up from a dream with like a rope slinking through the air. And like, oh my god, give me my keyboard. I'm gonna write the fucking.
please.
I'm gonna go to BuzzFeed.
It's not real.
Oh god, I used to have dreams like that where I think I had like all the sugary cereal, and I'd wake up and run downstairs and be like, fuck, fucking regular kicks. I used to have
fucking
cereal
Kix?
dreams. Yeah.
You had cereal dreams?
I would have dreams where I had like Count Chocula, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and wake up like, fuck, oh yes, and open the thing and like, mother.
I know it goes without saying, but I put a hurting on cereal.
You had sugary cereal?
No, my parents never bought sugary
Mom wouldn't
cereal.
buy it.
But if I went to someone's house who had it,
No doubt,
you
dude.
best believe I'm fucking eating that
No
box,
fucking
dude.
doubt. Reese's Puffs, dude.
If someone comes in with Reese's, it's over.
Reese's Puffs hit me like fucking crack hit the black community, dude.
Dude, I think the government
It was like
administered
the
it.
early 90s Reese's Puffs hit me. and I
Government
was like,
administered Reese's Puffs. That's a fair claim, dude. They knew the white man was taking. The white man was too powerful.
Yeah, dude.
They had to put the young white youth back in its
Woo,
place.
dude, that fucked me up.
That was the Jays.
Do you think they hit me?
The Jays realized that the white man was growing too strong.
Yeah.
And they gave black people crack.
Yep.
And they gave the white man
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Dude, I was playing both sides
Now
of
we
the
got
ball.
diabetes.
I was playing both sides of the ball in 8th grade, and they hit me with Reese's Puffs. I'm like Earl Miller, dude. I'm like the GOAT, dude. I got like the 8th grade football. I'm like, what's up, yo? I can still run like a 6-second 40. Like,
Yeah,
God
dude.
damn, that guy's flying.
Yeah, the Reese's, without a doubt.
That hit
was
me
the Jays.
hard, dude.
I guarantee if you go up the line, go up the ladder of who makes Reese's Puffs, there's a J at the top, dude.
That was evil, dude.
Do you think the Jews control cereal?
For sure. I mean, that's
think?
a fact. Dude, look at the food pyramid we used to have. It was
Who built the
4
pyramids?
4 to 6 grain. True that.
The Jays.
No, well, they had to.
They built it though.
the old food pyramids are like 4 to 6 servings of grains
Yeah.
a
You
fucking
talking
day.
to, dude? You're talking to a keto god.
Dude,
Talking to a keto legend.
I saw this before. We used to have fucking candy on the food pyramid.
It's
One
awesome.
serving of candy. And everyone was like, well, I remember being little and being like, I gotta have a little candy.
You gotta have your candy.
Top of
You
the
gotta
fucking
have your
pyramid.
pops, dude.
We got fully fucking Decepticon.
I can't believe that we just fucking uncovered this.
What, the food pyramid?
No, that the Jays,
Invented
Run
Reese's
cereal.
to fucking take me out of 8th grade football?
they knew what was going to happen. This country wasn't ready for a white cornerback. You were about to lock down.
They fucking sidelined me, dude.
I don't like it.
I fucking hate it, dude.
Dude, this sucks. This
What?
episode
Nah,
fucking,
it's fucking
sucks.
awesome,
I
dude.
hate it.
I'm just laughing that Tig's got fucking cum on her hands, dude.
Tig, that fucking dude, that dude from Pittsburgh sucks.
That
So
that
fucking
sucks so
bad.
hard. The best would have been like if she's like, "Do you want to come right for me?" And he was like, "No."
Then I would like him.
Yeah,
But you're right though. When we were talking about there's a comic in Pittsburgh. He found out the Pittsburgh Improv was booking Louis, I guess.
Oh my God.
Something like that. So he withdrew his weekend. He wasn't even
Yeah.
with Louis. He was hosting for someone else.
Oh, he wasn't even on that weekend.
No, he's like a fucking local.
Was he a headliner?
No,
So what was
he's
your feature?
a Pittsburgh fucking middle.
And he was like, "I'm not going to come middle,"
And
and
he-
then wrote a blog post about it.
He wrote a blog post about
the
how
fucking-
he's not middling.
The guy was probably like, "Okay, you're You got to replace. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they're like, all right, cool. You can't make it. Yeah, we already replaced him.
Oh, it's because of Lou. And they're like, all right.
Next thing you know, I think he wrote a Facebook post.
Yeah, that's what got picked
Real
up.
long Facebook post, and then Tig Notaro got a hold of it and was like, you can come open for me.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Imagine if that's what it took.
To get something? Yeah, that's there's a lot of comedians that listen to this.
Yeah.
And just don't be gay.
Don't fucking
That's
do
it.
that. That's
just
crazy.
Be funny.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
fucking
dude. That's like real slimy backdoor chat. I mean, it doesn't work out for people. If that's how you know, if that's how you do it.
Eventually, you get found out.
Exactly. Dude, I had to read a whole paper about, you know what, like ODD and conduct disorder is?
Yeah, ODD.
Oppositional defiance disorder.
Mark Passiow fucking was talking about that.
What was he saying about that?
He's
That's
saying,
sick that you fucking know.
Passiow put me onto ODD, dude.
Yeah, ODD and CD.
I listened to like 3 hours of Passiow this week.
So you know, you're fucking woke as fuck.
I know all about Passiow and the occult.
Yeah,
and
dude.
the mysteries they're trying to keep. He hates communists, dude.
Does he really? He hates New Agers.
He really hates Obama.
Does he?
A lot of the podcasts were from when Obama was in office.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you better believe this guy's trying to take our fucking guns right now, dude. This fucking communist piece of shit. Yeah,
Damn.
He was going in.
Dude, I was reading a paper about this, and they were, that's one thing in these classes, like, girls are almost like, they're almost trying to compete with, like, horrible statistics. So when I talked about it before, when we were talking about the suicide rate and how mostly men kill themselves, they were, like, scoffing that. And it's like, no, you know, these are fucking pretty well-researched numbers. Like, dudes definitely commit suicide. They kill themselves. They commit the act more and finish
95%.
it. Yeah, way, way more.
Yeah,
like,
maybe not that. I think it's like 70-30.
Yeah, like it's something like that. And girls actually try more and dudes do it. So the same thing applies with conduct disorder. When they screen little kids, they're saying that boys are like 2 to 3, which is funny. They say 2 to 3 more times more likely. It's a scientific paper. It's like you guys didn't nail down whether it's 2 or 3 times more likely, but it's like whatever. But their argument was that the reason girls don't register for conduct disorder as much is because their symptoms of it aren't like as forthcoming, or girls are more relationally aggressive. So like if you and I were beefing, I'd probably shoulder check you.
Yeah.
I'd probably like do a spinning elbow real quick
And I would
and
fucking catch it.
I'd
and
hit
fucking drop you.
If you and I were beefing, I'd walk by behind you and dagger you in the back.
Dude, we are beefing. We are beefing.
I would give you. Do you ever see the classic nerd attack when a nerd walks by you and throws an elbow towards your back? You're like, ow, you little fucking nerd.
Yeah, dude. That is such a fucking nerd move. I think Crick's done that to me.
It's such a nerd attack to like walk by your bully and chuck an elbow behind him. And like, it barely hits him. He's like, what the fuck is that? So they're saying that women with, quote, the reason women aren't getting just as much conduct disorder as men is because they're more, rather than hitting you with a fucking nerd elbow, they'll actually like set up an event and exclude you from it. And that's like female aggression, where they want to like keep women out of stuff. God damn, dude.
I'm currently showing Matt the Pittsburgh guy that refused to do Louis' show.
I thought that was Passiow.
Oh, Passiow's not that
I was like,
thick.
Passiow's a big boy. I know he's that big.
This is a thick boy.
That's just a big fat hipster
Yeah. Big fat hipster.
who knows what's right.
He knows what's right. He's got knuckle tattoos. That's my favorite thing, is when someone's woke, covered in like punk rock tattoos.
That's tight,
That's
dude.
so sick. It's like, I'll fucking beat the shit out of a fascist. Dude, he's Antifa.
Is he really?
Guarantee he loves Antifa. Guarantee. Look at him.
I'm not going to support
How
that.
do you feel about that?
I'm not giving him a platform, dude. Don't give him a
Whatever.
fucking platform.
Just, yeah, again, if you're a
kidding.
comic listening to this, don't be fucking
I love
gay.
that argument against stuff. Like, why are you even giving him a platform?
True.
But dude, so
Sorry.
these gals are saying that like the reason they're not they're pissed at this. They're like, we think it's ridiculous that there should be no difference in terms of like the way mental disorders and conditions play out by gender. Like, this is ridiculous, and it's only because our aggression's different. Which is like, okay, you just fucking refuted your claim instantly by saying you guys express aggression differently.
Yeah.
And dude, the fact is they'll like set up things and not invite other girls. And that's why women with social media were hit harder in terms of females' depression and anxiety around the time of social media spiked. Because there's like women, the way they're aggressive, social media is like the perfect tool.
Oof.
Like you can Say we're beefing. We're girls now. We transed.
I post a hot fucking picture
Oh, it's not even that. It's like
with me and my girlfriends.
I call the Beezer. It goes deeper than that. I would set up a fucking event. Like, yo, Beezer, let's go out. Let's go
you
to the
steal
club.
my Beezer?
Stealing your Beezer. I'm like, yo, Beezer, let's go to the club. Yo, Shules, we go to the club.
You steal my Beezer
I don't
and
tell you.
Shules?
I don't tell you. We go to the club, take all kinds of pictures and shit. We don't answer. I tell them like, yeah, blah blah blah. Shane's and I like spread some weird shit about you.
So like Shane's at an Impractical Joker's
I
house.
actually lure you into a conversation about them where you say something bad about them, and I'm like, sweet. And I go to them. I'm like, guess what Shane said? I just can't believe it. Let's all just go out. I'm not inviting Shane. And we go out and we put ourselves out of the club like, and then you watch it and you're like, why did you guys call me? You're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like that. They're trying to they're like, well, that's our form of aggression. I'm like, you can't and if that's the case, then 100% of you guys have fucking CD because you all fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you guys really want to fucking roll the tomb away from that, roll the boulder from the tomb of your guys' version of like your crazy shit you guys do.
Yeah, that's
because they're like competing for like neuroses space. They're like, we had it just as much. It's like,
that's
okay.
where honestly, that's where me and my ex started to like. I got real weirded out because she got like heavy into social media and like the central PA, like any not rural, but like non-city fucking social media for like hometown girls is like cursive writing, wedding photography, fucking like pictures of your Starbucks, real basic fucking like,
Yeah.
I love the fall. And she got like heavy into social media and that changed her entirely.
yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
She posted like a vlog
Yeah.
where she spoke differently. Like it wasn't even her way of speaking. It was real fucking weird. She's like, "Hey guys, I just want you to know that like this is how that." And it's like, who the fuck is that?
Dude, there's a you're talking about the way she spoke on
the
like
cadence.
videos.
Yeah, she would film herself and be like, "Hey guys, I'm just saying that like
First words of any YouTuber. Hey guys.
what's up guys? I'm just calling to yeah." It's like this fucking crazy shit.
Dude,
Social media, especially for fucking baby girls,
it's not good for them, bro.
that's what makes them baby girls.
True.
Viewing other baby girls and being like, "Oh, I gotta outslut that one."
Yeah, it's
like-
hit girls hard, man.
True.
It's fucking social media is hitting girls fucking hard, dude.
Dude, I got a fucking killer social media for you to follow.
Dude, I
fucking,
have a rule of thumb that the more text under a woman's Instagram picture, the longer that writing is, the crazier she is.
Joe.
The more a girl writes under an Instagram post, if it's like, if you got to scroll it all to read it all, it's like, dude.
That holds true for anybody. But yes, girls too.
True, but
Anybody
like,
that's posting long
I
shit
feel like
on
girls
social media.
post more long Instagram. I know, again, I don't go on Instagram that much, but I feel like a lot more girls are doing these like, they'll like a girl will take up yoga and then just start writing novels under her fucking thing, where it's like, today,
My ex started going to like workout places and then immediately was like, that was her identity.
Yeah.
And started posting like long paragraphs of like, thank you to everyone at this spin class. We're working hard to like, it's like,
yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
fuck is going on, dude?
It's not good for them.
Former boss at Ardmore Toyota, sickest Instagram possible. It's just him and his black lab hunting.
Damn,
One of
dude.
the best dogs I've ever
That's
seen.
awesome.
Let me show you a picture of this fucking boy, dude.
That's his whole Instagram is those guys running amok.
Dude,
Fuck,
just his
man.
black lab and him like duck hunting.
God damn it. That's got to be so. How does it? Fuck, that's awesome. How does his dog like when he
Should
fires the gun?
Should I fucking promote this?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, look up Yoda_Fetcher.
It's just a guy and his
Yoda,
dog.
YODA underscore, right? That's what that fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Fetcher, FETCHER, because he's out fetching ducks, dude.
I actually wondered about that today. If dogs like respected people more when they were actually killing food. When like a dog saw you dragging home a deer.
Guarantee him and this dog have such a fucking sick relationship.
Oh, dude, I
There's
have
a
so
dog
much
you
fun.
sit in a fucking hunting stand with, and then he goes and runs out and gets the duck after
You
you
shoot the
it.
duck, yeah.
And then there's videos of this dog like going out into the water and swimming back in with one. He's so fucking happy.
Oh, that's all they want to
I don't
do.
know if my boss knows how much I fucking love his Instagram of this dog.
That's fan. It'd be funny when
Look
he
at
gets.
this guy, dude.
God damn.
Just showing
dude.
him fucking hot ass pictures of Yoda the dog, dude.
I mean, that's. Ooh, that's like the best thing to do with social media, in my opinion. I mean, take dog pics, bro.
I mean, oh yeah, you're a master of it.
That's all I do.
Your whole Instagram is dogs.
That's all you do.
I have a fucking hot chicks Instagram.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's just me posting pictures of myself. Like, oh, I'm doing something cool again. He camoed up the dog in this picture.
Damn, bro.
Bro.
That guy's fucking doing it.
This guy was the man. This
Yeah.
was like the best boss I ever had.
That guy's doing it,
He
man.
was he knew I was a fucking jack off.
He
He
didn't
knew
care.
I was a friggin' jerk off.
He was thinking about the woods, dude.
Dude, he was just daydreaming about getting out there and getting another fucking buck.
That's awesome, dude.
Anyway.
But dude, that has been cracking me up to watch women compete against like mental diagnoses where it's like, well, I mean, I think we probably have it the same. It's like,
No, you don't.
no, you fucking don't.
Your brains work different.
Dude, when I was in
Why is this hard?
preschool, well, because it fucks up it throws a little fucking
Wrench
in their whole like
we're the exact same
we're the exact
genders
same,
as us?
But they'll say that, dude. I'm in an all female environment. They'll say that, and then on like a whole other fucking breath, be like, we should have like a women only psychology, and it's like, what the fuck? I thought we were,
Yeah.
dude. I was the funniest fucking thing. This lady in my class was like inviting people to this group. It was like some sort of like Iranian religion type thing, and of course it's a white lady like, come to my or whatever the
My
fuck she said.
seminar on the hawk.
This was like no, this was her. It was like she's like, I want you guys. It's at my friend's house. There, whatever the fuck it was. And then they were like, I forget what the fuck this lady said, but the one girl was like, well, what? Because she was inviting all the girls. It's like, sorry, Matt, it's only for girls. And I was like, I don't fucking care. But she was like, the one girl was like, I could tell the girls were like, God, we don't fucking want to do this. And then the one girl was like, oh well, like since she was like, it's like an Iranian something religion. The one girl was like, oh well, like what's it about? And she was like, it's wonderful. It's like the whole religion's that like all people are equal and they respect like all races, all genders. Dude, old McCuskey, I'm doing my reading for the week. I look up and go, oh, girls only, huh? That's cool. Dude, she's like, fuck you. Dude, it was so fucking funny.
Damn.
Crushed, dude.
You crushed? You get some
it was-
laughs?
People were laughing, and then people were kind of half. People were like,
You're like the comic relief in a sitcom in this
yeah,
classroom.
dude. I was fucking arguing with my other teacher the other day that people love to say like greed, and dude, they were saying that if I hadn't said anything, they were purporting that what the fuck is it? Competition is like height, or like the reason we have so much competition in this world is because of capitalism. And I was sitting in the class and was just like,
Or evolution.
what the fuck? I was like,
human fucking the
I was like,
DNA
what the
in
fuck?
us.
When I was like, no, that's, and the guy literally, I rolled my eyes and he was like, well, I guess Matt doesn't agree. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. I was like, that's insane to say.
Grizzly bears must have capitalism then.
Dude, people started bringing up, there's a lady who will like, it's funny. She's like, well, going off what Matt says, I have one ally in that class, and it's
She's
pretty
an ally.
funny.
Is she a white lady?
Yeah, she's,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So she'll like, but it's just like, dude, they were talking about Adam Smith, and like he was trying to promote Adam Smith as if he were Gordon Gekko. And like Adam Smith he was basically being like, feudalism's fucked up. Everyone's gonna do their own share and get paid. He didn't think it could for a second turn into where people have like billions of dollars. He thought everyone would just like work, make a little bit of money, spread it around. But then they're trying to present him as if, and then I was like, dude, that's like a part, when he was talking about the invisible hand
the
guiding
hand,
the market. He's like, and I'm like, dude, there's like a bunch of other stuff about him being like, like people will rely on their own decency and blah. So and I was like, and anything, it's bizarre to think that like we're back to basically almost a feudal state through just money. I was like, if that doesn't say anything about human nature, I was like, that predates fucking capitalism. And the guy was just like, well, I'm just a little more optimistic. And I'm like, what the? That has nothing to do with it, dude. It's crazy. There's people there being like, I don't know. I just think the class is so funny. Because all we do is talk about the news. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Dude.
But there's a guy who was saying that like, he's like, well, I think right now what's going to happen is like with Trump, it's like people are waking up and they're going to get out and actually vote and things are going to change. And the teacher's like, yeah, I think we'd all agree on that. And there was we went on a break. I'm in the bullpen. I'm like, fuck, dude, you think we're going to vote ourselves out of this? This lady sits next to me.
Yeah, like, we need to.
She
always
gets me fired up. She's like, "Did you have something to say?" I'm like, "I'll wait till after break." She's like, "I want you to say it." So we're like, it was pretty funny. So I'm fired up, dude. I got my babes, dude. So I'm like chilling.
Damn, that's sick. You got fucking babes
It's all
gassing you up.
It's all girls. It's
Fucking
me.
say it.
All girls.
Of course, it's all girls. It's higher education.
And there's like
it's women.
There's 4 dudes. And dude, so this guy came off his thing. He's like, yeah, like Trump's gonna make us vote. And then so we start talking again. I just steer the conversation back to where I could like talk about that, which is fun. Just being in there and talking shit the whole time. But I was like, I'm like, dude, I saw this with Bush. Everyone with Bush is like, never again, never again. I'm like, he's on the Kimmel show right now, and everyone's like, oh my God, he's so funny. I'm like, you'd think that we're going to now, like, dude, I've been hearing that since I was a little kid. Like, oh, we learned our lesson. We're going to vote for the right one this time. Like, no, we're fucking not. We got mollified by Obama, and then now we have Trump, and everyone's like, never. It's like, it'll fucking happen, right? Like, you're not going to vote, you're not going to press a button and vote yourself out of this. I was like, this is a fucking problem of the human spirit, dude. My whole class is just like, what the fuck? I started talking about, oh, dude, I go into things like, because I always tell my class, I'm like, you guys never, no one here ever gives any sort of anything in the way of a solution. All you guys sit there and it's like, capitalism's dumb. And it's like, it was revolutionary. It was crazy when this came out versus feudalism was crazy. There was like the Droit de Seigneur where like the guy could, like the Duke could come and fuck your wife on your wedding night. And then Adam Smith was like, all right, let's fucking slow down
Was
on
that
this.
called like Noctura? There's something else.
There's a couple of them,
The British one was like
yeah, they could come down and bone
the
your
night of the wedding.
They just bone your fucking wife.
Ugh.
And then this guy's like, all right, we'll start.
And then maybe you raise their kid. You don't know.
That's fucked up. And this guy came from that to. I'm like, I just think you guys should give this guy a little bit of fucking credit. It's like, yeah, it's not perfect, but to be like, he thinks great. It's like, no, dude, that's not what they're up against. You guys can't even fucking fathom what that was like. And then there's like the way they just sit. It's so fucking crazy. They'll just be like, well, we're gonna vote for the right guy. And it's like, you fucking think voting's gonna help? It's like, that's not gonna do shit.
What do you propose?
Dude, so this is no one wants to hear my solution-based fucking theories, but what I was saying is that, so the unions are dying. The unions are like completely corrupted and fucked. John Doherty is getting indicted, the guy from the Local 98.
Oh.
Corruption charges. Those guys, those organizations become corrupt. I think it's going to have to be, and I think some of the Scandinavian countries are like this, to where like there's unions, but like really it's like, so you have a company and you have your employees, and everything should be totally transparent, to where like, this is how much we make from these, this is how much I make. We're going to we're going to share the profits in this company. But within the employees, there's going to be a council of employees who decide if people are slacking, the employees, there's no like middle manager who's like, you're fired. If you're not pulling your weight, if enough people vote, you're out. You got to go. And then you share the profits. And there's the thing where like, if you're the owner, you came up with it, you're going to have the lion's share. Yeah. But it's like, you just can't, you'd have to come up with a thing that works where you'll get paid and other people get paid not like $5 an hour or some like Walmart bullshit where like, we're only going to let you work 30 hours a week so you can't get like any real benefits or anything.
Voting people out thing gets a little sketchy.
That could calcify into some bad things. Yeah, that could.
Imagine some female workers clicking up.
That could get bad. But then again, it would be, and again, it's not a perfect idea. I thought about that. I'm like,
nice solution though.
That could calcify bad, but I'm like, you'll have to bypass unions, get rid of this weird like $8 an hour bullshit. And then then just let people, if they can make enough money. So if you actually had employees that were motivated, like, yo, this is how much I'm making. If you guys just help me and do stuff, we're all going to split this. I'm going to take a lion's share because I started this naturally, but you guys are going to make a lot more. I don't need like $40 billion.
You would have liked my car dealership.
I'm going to take $100 million. Is that how it was set up?
Kind of, yeah.
Something like that.
You get to, based on your sales, everybody had a base salary. Mm-hmm. I fucking loved it. Everybody had a base salary of like 25.
Yeah.
And then commissions dictated the rest. And then based on per unit, it would... You'd get more per unit. The more you sold, every unit was worth more. What's the word for that? It kind of exponentially grew.
Sure.
I don't know how to say it.
I got what you're saying.
But yeah, so like you definitely had incentive to fucking sell.
Yeah.
It was good.
That's the missing piece. You'd have to have the whole thing completely incentivized where you were paying people. And
how do you do that on a fucking assembly line?
I don't know. The assembly lines are good. That's gone.
Yeah.
You can't even plan for that. That's going away.
Those robots.
Dude, well, here's my other idea.
Wow, man.
Here's my other
this
idea.
Podcast.
Here's my other idea, bro.
Let me hear your fucking ideas.
So
dude.
again, with the assembly lines, that's gonna go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be automated. So we're gonna have all these people out of work. So we should completely, all my theories for society rest on gamifying everything. So we should have, war should be paintball guns. So you keep the whole thing going. But it's like, it's a never-ending game. You can get all your citizenry in, and then like all the contracts. So like, if you were to like go occupy somewhere, it's like fucking laser tag in real life.
Yeah.
But you'd be shooting with paintball guns.
And who has guns?
It's just paintball guns.
Who has real guns?
You can't have, if you get caught with paintball guns. If you're caught with real guns.
So then the government has real guns?
Oh, who has them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be a gentleman's agreement.
Okay.
But it would be like if you were doing a thing where like almost like the Olympics, where it was just like this, almost like a warfare game where you're just rolling around. If someone gets caught like shooting a real bullet, people will probably gang on that guy and fuck him up.
Yeah, but he has a gun.
Yeah, I mean, but you could have dual helicopters in the sky at foul play. They fucking do something. They come zap you.
Yeah, but what if...
or your whole team loses. So they still have guns. They could still have that, but it's like your whole team loses.
I guess we're just jumping too deep into this for me to get the base of like who's on my team.
It'd be a country by country.
Oh, we're doing countries?
Country by country. So it's like you would have. It would be like an Olympic type thing where you'd play a paintball gun. So if like say we went to like Syria, they would have like a paintball fort thing, and if you took that, if you took that out, then the Americans occupy that. Americans get the money from that thing, and the whole time it'd be fucking sick.
It's kind of like the book I'm reading.
Really?
Yeah, about total war. Like back before Napoleon, for the most part, in Europe, in Western Europe, every army was a professional army of like. The armies were small.
Yeah.
And only people that were fighting were soldiers. So they'd go have like a gentlemanly fucking stand there and shoot each other and kill each other, but it was just a battle.
Sure.
And that was what happened.
Yeah.
And the armies were small. Everybody was a professional soldier. Like there weren't like the draft wasn't there. It was just like mercenaries and fucking dudes that are like, I'll represent this king for this fight. But it stayed there.
Yeah.
Just that fight. And they're like, all right, they won. They get this fort. They get this territory.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where it was like, all right, we're going to bring everyone we have. We're bringing the whole country.
We'll round up everybody.
And then it got too big. But yeah, it was kind of like just a small skirmish.
That'd be tight,
like
dude.
Whoever wins gets it.
Dude, if they could be like, all right, was if they're like, we have to stop fucking blowing each other up. Let's just make a big game out of this. And it's still the same thing. It's still
like
competitive.
A game. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
it
it's
was
still
very...
competitive. You know, and it's like, dude, you could get a little kid hit in the eye, so there's still like the danger element. Some little kid could walk out and
What about
fucking...
rapes? We're still having rapes.
I mean, people are going to... Yeah, there's people going to be
rapes.
raping. Yeah, there's going to be some paintball rapes,
Paint
dude.
rapes.
That might actually be... that might be a qualifier. I was thinking, too, like, the vest, you'd have to sync something up where, like, if the vest gets hit, the person... You'd have to have it so, like, the person just, like, passes out. Yeah, it tases them and they go down. Yeah.
But yeah, there's instantly... there's going to be instantly people with guns.
I know, I thought about that.
If it's like a high priority
super
battle,
high priority.
like whoever wins this gets land.
Sure.
If I lost, I'm going to be like, all right.
You think they'd be freezing gobstoppers and put them in the paintball guns?
Oh, yes. Damn.
It would just re-escalate instantly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
Your theory is...
That would be tight.
If you're presenting this to me as though I'm a shark,
Sure.
I'm going to say, Matt,
No.
I love your charisma. You're excited about it. Your idea stinks. Thank you for your time.
Dude, here's my school idea.
Security, please escort him.
Here's my school... No, here's my school idea. Dude, I fucking...
You wrestle on him. Let him go.
Dude,
I'll listen.
here's my school idea. And this, I think, would actually work. I'm still into fucking paintball military, but, you know, we're a
Paintball
while.
military is a cool idea.
We're a ways from there. That would be so fucking fun.
not-
God damn it, dude.
you're not gonna
Imagine
witness-
paratrooping you out and you're just like...
You're never going to witness
Paintball fucking...
paintball military,
God
and you're
damn
never
it.
going to witness the fall of the church in your lifetime.
Fall... We'll see. Fall of the church, that'll be...
It's going to be there when you're dead.
I don't know.
The Catholic Church
see.
is going to be around.
The Catholic
when you're
Church,
dead.
yeah, the Catholic Church could live off of itself forever. It's
Yeah.
a fucking fattened tick.
Yeah,
It's a parasite.
it's going to be there.
Sure. I'm saying in terms of being like an institution. The Pope will be like... The Pope almost is now synonymous with the Queen of England, where it's
Yeah,
like...
it's a figurehead.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like nobody gets riled off the Queen's words, and I think at some point in my life, the Pope will be like, all right, dude. Like everyone unanimously, like you like fuck the Pope, and everyone like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas like my mom, dude, freaked the fuck
Your
out.
mom's very Catholic.
Very Catholic.
You can go outside and say fuck the Pope, and no one's going to care.
My mom would be mad.
Yeah,
if I said fuck
I think
the
you have
Pope?
a distorted
If I said
view
fuck
on
the
this
Pope,
'cause
for
of
sure,
your,
for
your
sure.
paternal
For sure, dude.
influence. Because I can go on stage right now and be like, yeah, the Pope's fucking gay. Fuck
Yeah,
the Pope. And
true.
literally people will be like, is he trying to be edgy? There's nothing edgy about this.
That's true. So
Yeah.
I'm right then. So the church is falling. They're stranglehold, dude.
Yeah,
They
but
would have
then
burnt
once
you
all these
alive.
fucking gay pussy hipsters' dreams don't come true, guess who they're crawling back to?
What?
They're getting old. They're getting a shitty job. They're having
Sure.
kids. And then comes the old church.
I've always said to buy stock in drug companies because there's going to be a lot of people fucking
lot of
popping
sad
those
boys.
antes, dude. Yeah, I'd buy some stock. If I wasn't fucking, against Masters, I'd buy stock in Pfizer. Because
I
there's
wish you
going
weren't
to
against Masters.
fucking hate Masters, dude.
Do you love America?
I'm just a fucking, not really. I don't
What?
I'm not like, I don't particularly love, I think I'm glad I live here. I'm like,
Yeah, obviously. I was
I know.
joking around. I was
But no, I know that. But I was actually thinking, I'm like, do I? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I traveled outside of there. I was like, man, I'm glad to be back. This place is significantly better plumbing.
That is what happens.
Yeah, you come back and
As
you're
soon
like,
as you travel, you're
nice.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, America is better.
Dude, I was in
See
Brazil.
some country's goofy fucking flag on a pole, you're like, fuck.
Dude, not even just that. I'm all about like
Some dumb yellow flag. It's like, what?
what the fuck is this? Or like the weird money. I was like, I would take showers in Brazil, and they would just like weird things, like the electric would run right to the shower head. So there's like an electric heating element right there, and if you lean too much, it would shock you. And their outlets are all fucked up and weird. Like,
Yeah.
dude, there's little shit you come back and you're like, thank fucking
Yeah,
God.
Spain had the fucking like heating tanks. The water tank was like above the shower.
Yeah.
You had to fucking turn it on.
That's what it was. And there was
And
there
then
was
you
these,
just sit there and wait.
it's called a flying tap. They're illegal in America. You have to, the wire has to be like either in like a conduit, like a pipe, or
Yeah.
like they were just a wire came out of the wall and hit near a shower and just had two little wire nuts. And like you'd reach up to did it with your, like you'd have
Yeah.
soap in your hair or shampoo. And I got shocked like multiple times. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm wet.
In a tiny ass bathroom.
It's crazy. And it probably didn't kill me because it was like 40 volts out there. It's like,
Some house lost its power.
But yeah, schools is my other idea. And all that's simple, dude. That's just gamifying. That's just turning, instead of having tests and stuff, you just have teams. It's like almost like Family Feud type style where you're in a class the whole time. It's just it's a battle. And if anyone's identified as like not participating or like consistently being a fucking idiot, you just get shucked to another class. No
This is
test. I think that'd be great. And as soon as you go in there, it's like an hour of martial arts.
In school, we're teaching the entire country martial arts.
Yeah. Or you have a pick. You can do martial arts, some sort of physical activity,
about the
just to
shooting
get
range?
kids tired.
Let's get the kids in the range.
Bow range. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, let's get them some guns.
You know some guns?
Get them on the AR-15.
We need more We need kids with guns. We need more guns.
I'm very pro
We
gun.
need more slingers in school, dude.
We need kids bringing the hammer to class.
For sure.
Just fucking lay it on the table.
We should have they should train kids like they do like the airline guys who just like look like normal dudes, but then they're like packing heavy and ready to
Ooh,
fucking
You think
fire.
there should be an air
Class
marshal in every class?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So like a 40-year-old dude just like
Hey kids, man, this history's tough.
it's just a big gun bulging in his school uniform. Yeah, I'm with air marshals.
Air marshal's the shit.
I'm just gamify the world, dude. That's my move.
Okay.
Gamify the world.
Yeah, but you know damn well that that's a pipe dream, Matthew.
Why?
It's never gonna happen.
We're living off the fruits of fucking. We did it. We made it.
We got a long way to go.
We're on the downhill fucking slope for our whole thing. The American Empire is on the downhill slope unless we gamify the world, dude. Bring in the future. Like you don't need fucking. If your kid doesn't memorize all a bunch of bullshit in school, it's like let them go in there and have fun, learn some stuff. If they don't fucking learn all the history shit, maybe they don't fucking like it. That's my thing in work right now. Like I'm old enough to know like the stuff I'm doing. It's not like man. It's like no, I don't like to do this. And I won't. I'm almost done. But it's like I just hate. You shouldn't put kids in force them to do shit they like really fucking hate. Like they should have like had me do a couple math classes and been like, all right, man. Like, they have the technology now where they could be like, yeah, dude, this isn't for you, and I could have focused on other shit. I'm retarded at math.
There's a lot of charter schools that are like that now.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Good.
There's a ton of charter schools that are like, do you like drawing better than math? Go draw.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, I think there's problems with it though.
Dude,
There's definitely a ton of problems.
I'm basically mathematically illiterate.
There's people that are very pro like those types of charter schools.
I'm into that.
Yeah, there's some schools that are like, yeah, you work on the computer all day. Go ahead.
Do your thing.
Fucking get it done. There's
good.
places that are like, we don't have grades anymore.
I'm into that, dude. I'm in a
have-
school that's just pass fail. It is fucking awesome. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I think that's probably the direction it's headed.
So I go in there and they're just like, well, here's 6 readings. Just read whatever you think's interesting. And the other ones, I love that.
I remember I resisted. When I was in Westchester, I was studying to become a teacher at first, a history teacher. So I still had to take teaching classes.
Sure.
And we had a lady that was introducing us all these new age fucking education
You're just
methods.
gripping your leather
and I was
switch.
sitting there just like, yeah, well, this is gay.
You didn't like it.
No, I didn't like the new age stuff.
You like the leather switch.
I like
you just
a
walk with
good-
your hands behind your backs and be like, improve your handwriting.
Yep. Yeah. That's what America did up until this point, and that's why we
That
were
was to
great.
create mindless factory workers, bro.
True.
Mission accomplished.
True. We had some pretty good factories, though, didn't we?
Not really. China fucking butt fucked us, dude.
When?
They made everything cheaper and faster.
Now,
Yeah.
we had a strong run.
Yeah.
We had a strong run.
We had a nice
The
little
factories, that's how we won everything.
run. Yeah, but they're fucking dead.
Now they are, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we made enough money off the factories. We don't have to live that factory life no more.
Yeah. I think Japanese technology fucking crushes ours.
Maybe.
Japanese cars, dude, they fucking put Detroit out.
Maybe.
Honda Civic. Listen, I'll go fire up. When we get out of here, I'm gonna fire up the Honda.
I drive Japanese too.
You love it,
I
dude.
love it. I love
See?
Japanese auto. I love American technology though.
What? Cell phone?
Yeah.
That's
Apple.
That's not American. That's
Come
Swiss,
on.
dude. That's Swiss.
Apple.
Cell phone?
Microsoft is Swiss.
Yeah. I'm making that
That's
up.
true. Cell phone Swiss.
No, we got computes.
Yeah, we got computers. The
Silicon
Japanese
Valley.
are coming on that. But yeah, we have Silicon Valley.
We got
and all that.
Silicons.
Yeah, we got that. We got black dudes.
We have black dudes for sure.
We got slam dunks.
Yes.
We got the NFL.
We have the best sports for sure.
Yeah.
We have the best good sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else do we need? We got sports and fucking computers.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the best
don't even know-
goddamn military in the
I don't
world,
know.
Matthew. Don't
Paintball
you fucking
military,
forget it.
baby. Dude, I can't
Paintball
fucking
military
wait.
sucks. All right.
Paintball military's gonna be awesome.
We got to shout out the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
My cousin Patrick just texted me and said, you remember when I was telling that troll story? When I picked his troll out of the trash can and we fought at show and tell?
He's mad.
His mom was the one who threw out the troll. That's why when he saw me bring it in, he was like, this motherfucker stole it from me.
Damn.
I fished it out of the trash can, presented it. Yo, George. Shout out George, dude.
Who's George?
George Ha Ha on Facebook. He's a fucking... Oh, he's an avid fan. He's a good listener.
No,
good
I'm all about
friend,
that.
dude.
I'm all about turd in the punch, bro.
Turd in the punch.
Chris Dasher, dude. I see fucking
Chris Dash?
Chris
That's
Dash.
my fucking cousin's brother-in-law.
Yeah, Chris Dasher.
That's my cousin. That's the troll cousin's brother-in-law.
Is it really?
Yeah, he married my
Chucking big
female
money,
cousin.
dude.
Yeah.
Dylan Marcus, I see what you did.
Oh, he tossed some big money tonight.
Who?
Chris Dash.
Chris Dash is tossing around big bucks, dude.
Trevor Engstrom.
Big fucking money. Christopher Briglia.
Briglia, dude, dropping dimes.
Damn, bro.
Dylan Marcus cutting back big time. A big spending cut, dude.
Yeah, same with
Fuck
Scott.
you, Dylan.
Hey, dude. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, dude.
Oh, now you're on that team? Normally
Josh
you're calling
Lehman.
these people poor pieces of shit. Real contrarian ever since you've gone to this new age school, Matt. I
I've
don't
always
like
been
it.
contrarian, dude.
Nah, listen
See
to
how
some,
he just contrarian?
listen to
just
some old
contrarian?
episodes, dude. You were just a good old boy. You were
I've
good. You
always been
loved
a-
America.
I've always been a
You used to
freak.
love the troops. You used to love the Pope.
No, I didn't.
You went to this new age liberal commie school.
fucking didn't.
You went to a new age liberal commie school. Came back with some.
Check the fucking records. Check
Dude,
the archives, dude.
Roll the tape.
Check the archives.
roll the tape,
I've been a
dude.
freak my whole life.
You have. But you used to be a good freak, dude. Now this new freak, I don't even recognize.
Nah, dude.
Scott Kovac is also strong deduction.
I know,
I think the
dude.
Patreon's failing. Dude.
No, it's not.
I think
Check
we're
the
going to put
numbs.
this video up on the page. We filmed
Yeah,
this.
true.
I don't like filming it. I don't
Yeah.
want to film it ever again.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Last one.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Does it really? I
Yeah.
don't even think about the cams.
I'd stopped, but at first I definitely am.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
It throws
Cameras in your fucking
off.
face the whole
true
time.
that. It's I don't like to do that kind of stuff.
That was a mistake. Tony, Luke, Derek Gatz, Chris H, Derek Young, Scotty McDonald, Scott Stevenson, all the fucking dogs. Woot, what up? I think we're getting into some old ones. So thanks to everybody on the Patreon. That's a slow week, dude. We're fucking broke.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
We're fucked up. Nah, it's beginning of the month, bro. It happens every time.
These motherfuckers.
Skyrockets.
This Friday and Saturday, I'll be Saturday the 8th, excuse me, Friday the 8th, something called Don't Tell Comedy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Secret. When do they
follow
actually put
that,
it
I
out?
guess, on Instagram or some shit where it's like I don't know. I think
release it
there's an
that
email list. I think they have an
Really?
email list where they tell you where the show is. But anyway, I don't know. Fucking
Yeah. It's a tough one to promote.
yeah. Friday I'll be in New
Somewhere,
York.
yeah.
At somewhere.
Oh, it's
And
in New
then
York.
Saturday it's in Philly, and I think I'm headlining that, so that'll be good.
Wait, this is the same place that does mystery comedy shows?
Yeah, just in different cities. So I'm doing the
Shit.
New York show on Friday and the Philly show on Saturday, the 9th.
Fuck.
February 16th, come out to Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie. Come on down.
That's a big one. That's
And then-
that's where you need
yeah,
the
I'm
boys.
headlining that. Yeah,
that's a
Laugh
big
It
one.
Up Poughkeepsie. Come to
Yeah.
that. Bring in O'Connie. O'Connie with the feature, little Chris O'Connie.
He would love Poughkeepsie. Will love O'Connie.
They're
dude.
not going to be able to get enough O'Connies.
That's like a what
O'Connie's
was
is a
Poughkeepsie?
beast, dude.
O'Connie's a monster, dude.
He's really fucking good.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie's gonna fucking love his ass.
Yeah,
dude.
they'll like him.
He's like I imagine him as like a sleepy mountain towner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's got some weird skeletons.
I heard a
O'Connor's-
couple of them, dude. He's got a couple of eyebrow razors,
You
dude.
heard about those toots?
What?
We'll talk about it some other time. It's really funny, dude. He's been getting nuts.
He's been getting wild, man. I walked in the other day and heard him talking about some shit, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, he's not afraid to do wild shit.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker, dude.
He's like, well, I'm just trying to figure out life. And I'll just go do something totally immoral. Like, totally bad.
dude.
By most metrics. Fucking February 22nd, Tripoli, PA?
Oh, yeah.
Is that how you say that?
think
Tripoli?
so.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Tripoli,
like
for
the
sure.
fucking coal region.
What? Yeah, stoke. Yeah, stoke.
I don't know
up
if
the
we have
Union
any
boys.
listeners up
You
there.
gotta
in the-
rescue some miners.
I gotta
dude.
go up there and let
Oh,
those.
you don't think we have listeners in Tripoli, bro?
The miners in PA, dude?
Dude, we gotta pull them out of the
Tripoli,
hole.
PA, February 22nd. Wow. I'm just going through dates now. 7th, 8th, and 9th of March, Springfield, Mass. I'll be opening for Danny Sodies. All right, that's enough of that. I'm sorry.
No, get them out there, dude. The
All
boys
right.
want to see you.
True. March 21st in Worcester, Mass. Worcester.
Worcester?
Yeah, I forget how to say it. Worcester?
I have no fucking
It's
clue.
spelled fuck it.
Like the
Worcester.
sauce. Worcester sauce.
Almost like that.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, March 21st. And then fuck it. That's it for now.
Yeah, dude.
Donate to the Patreon. Matt, thank you so
Dude,
fucking
thank
much.
you, bro, for keeping me fucking grounded, dude.
You need to evaluate how you feel about the Catholic Church, because I got to be honest with you,
Don't
bud.
like it.
You're fucking pissing me off.
Don't fucking
I love
like
this
it.
country.
I
And I
don't,
love
I don't
my
hate
religion.
this country.
You come in here and you talk about my country and my religion,
I'm
We're
football
gonna have a
first.
problem.
I'm all football.
and then I love God and America.
Mine's
and
football, shamanism.
You skipped the Super Bowl, dude. You hate football.
I went food shopping, bro.
Yeah, you love food shopping.
Even the cashier was like kind of calling me out. She's like, "Well, I would totally watch it if I was in here." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, really? She
Because
said
I was
that?
like, who gives a shit? And she's like, I love football. I would watch it right now. And
she
I was
doesn't
like,
love football.
I was like, yeah, you wouldn't have taken this fucking shift.
You wouldn't be a fucking cashier if you love football. If you love football, you'd have discipline instilled in you.
True that.
You'd be grinding right now. You
True
would be
that.
fucking
You
cashiering.
working 2 cashiers at once.
Yeah, I'm God Country Notre Dame. That's my 3.
I'm not into that shit, bro.
And then also duty honor country from my time serving.
I'm
That's the thing, dude. I served.
Herculean effort of pulling the paradigm, dude. I'm trying. You're stuck in the age of Pisces, dude. I'm fucking
I want you
ushering
to-
it.
I
I'm
want you to
ushering in the
understand.
age of Aquarius.
I'm a Sag. I want you to understand that my time in the military served me great. And I know
True
you
that.
think it's a big joke and only some sucker would join the military. But guess what, Matt?
What?
I went through it. Went
Yeah,
through
you
the
did.
shit.
You went through camp.
Almost.
You.
Almost. Right till the end of camp. Right about midway through camp. And
How long?
like fucking 3 weeks.
That's a fucking. It's no joke.
It sucked.
That's no joke.
I mean,
dude.
I knew I was quitting from day one, so I was just kind of stuck there.
That's a bad feeling.
Yeah, listen, Matt,
What?
I served this country
You did?
while you sat back and played grab ass.
I was fucking around with
And
my buddies. Mm-hmm.
nowadays, you come to me and talk shit on this country.
I can't help it, dude. I can't help it. There's nothing. The cast is at a standstill, dude.
The cast is done, dude. We may never cast again.
This is the second time.
so bad, dude.
All right, this is good. It's a good hour.
I think
46.
this episode just.
We got to start having more guests on, dude. We've exhausted, dude. We've done this for you and I have sit here and bullshitted for
15
hours, dude.
Probably 200 hours.
Hours, dude. We need to have some guests on. We're out of shit to talk about. It's not a big deal. We've made it this far, dude.
We should have shit to talk about.
No, we don't.
Yeah, fuck
We also
it.
don't really follow the, my news is like watching fucking fucking Uncle Tomahawk. That's me catching like the
Uncle
news.
Tomahawk was sick.
No, this is a good long cast, dude. We just fucking this was for the boys. 'Cause we didn't have we don't have a Patreon episode, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just.
put the video up. This is a good old
Are we
fashioned
still
talk.
on right now?
Yeah, we're still on.
All right.
I'm milking this camera, dude. Milking this time. People can shut it off whenever.
Yeah, shut it the fuck off.
What do you got to
Yeah.
say?
No, that's fine. I mean,
Don't sweat it. But we do. I got a couple guests lined up. Hopefully, I can get them. They're renegade professors.
nice. That's dude. I tried to reach out to some social justice
They won't
professors last
come,
year.
Yeah, they won't come
and
on
that
here.
did not work.
I kind of want to get like there was a guy.
There's got to be a black Israelite in Philly.
I think I can get him.
There
on
has to be.
here. There are. They're right on the corner of 15th and Market.
Yeah. They
all
definitely
day,
have
all
a
day, every day.
fucking website.
You gotta find that. I'm sure they do.
I bet you.
They got it somewhere.
Yeah, we should try to get a Black Israelite on, dude. Those
That'd be
guys.
tight. We gotta start having
rock.
some. We gotta start having some G's though, for sure.
Some what?
Some G's, some gas.
Yeah.
We've run the fucking gamut, bro. We're fucking done.
Last we didn't have an episode or guest last week, and it was great. Tonight was a fucking
It was good.
uphill battle.
That was good. Dude, we had a good old time, bro. You just fucking
Yeah.
stodged up on me.
Who?
You
What?
stodged up.
What are you talking about?
Just fucking putting my shit down all the time.
No, I support your shit.
You hate it, dude.
No, I just.
I bring you to the edge of the box, dude. You go like
No,
this.
I've been on the edge of the box already.
I know.
I know the edge of the box.
I'm getting you out of it, and you go.
No, you're like, come back, look at this. I'm like, yeah, of course that's what it is.
Nah.
And then you say, what do you mean no?
There's just different types of knowing, dude. That's all.
Of course.
I mean, you're right. I'm talking around. There's nothing more deflating. I'm like, this is so fucking cool. You're like, well, yeah, it is what it is. It's like, that's one way to look at it. But check this out. It's like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're being true. You're being true to you, bro.
Yeah.
You're being true to you. Nothing
hear
to
you.
say about that.
Yeah.
Just the cams are on you, bro.
It's not the cams. Yeah.
It was a good episode. You've been negative before, dude, and you've been
This
wrong.
episode stinks. No, I liked the shit you were bringing. You brought some fucking fire.
Dude, I'm washed up.
You think you're washed up?
washed
How,
up.
you're negative?
Has
Did I
been,
make
dude.
you negative? Oh, no.
No, I'm joking, bro. That's a good old time. There's some people trying to get through the day, bro. Look at this fucking spewing out of that fucking message.
All right.
Praise the Lord, I was born to drive boat. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the less pull. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spilled dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and call. Best believe that there was neck involved. Fuck around and almost wrecked the sub. We took